We are live. I think. Yeah, we're live.
You think?
I mean, I'm live.
I'm
we
alive.
also have John as the center of attention today.
Oh, dang.
Man. Yeah.
I wonder if I can, like, decrease his screen size.
Oh no.
Yeah, you probably
I don't think you can really change it.
Really?
pretty sure you can.
Change what?
You can't, like, drag and drop anybody.
Nah.
It would be in that and just scroll down.
Set it.
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe, like, I can kind of pull it. I can't pull it.
Click on yours.
Yeah. It's
Appearance?
just the way it is sometimes.
It's kind of weird. that John is the center.
Why is that weird? He came in
Probably because
last.
he was the last.
All right.
Because
Okay,
I'm more
so
important than you guys.
We
So-
are in session 21, right?
Yep.
CC Sabathia.
Okay, and let's have a quick recap. Not much happened last time, so it should be short and sweet. Let's have oh wait, our Dud Master hasn't done it in a while.
We fought stuff. It was a hard fight. The end.
Wow.
We're on our way to...
Okay, let me backtrack. We were betrayed at first by a broken wagon, and then we spent all session fighting things.
That's fair.
And
And we have one
Kevin
viewer.
didn't do anything.
Murtag got a dog.
We did go kart shopping. That was fun.
Cart shopping.
Yep.
Did we actually shop for carts or horses? 'Cause
we use Kelly Blue Books to find the best match for us.
Just watch out for the green shells.
yeah, that's my summary.
Alright. So, yeah. Pretty much you guys were traveling to what city?
Espa.
Espa.
The
Capital.
of
Northeast of Cowwood.
great. And why are you guys going to Espa?
To investigate more about the Weaver?
See what's
Well,
up.
they...
No.
Actually, they wanted to talk to us. The,
Yeah, the governor sent us there.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought they wanted to talk to us about the Weaver, like what we saw.
They
Yeah.
So you got a summons from Espa from the royal court asking you guys to give a first-hand account of the situation. Obviously,
Probably from the princess.
yeah, definitely.
Murtag believes it's from the princess. He's like, oh, she
Yeah.
knows us now.
And they did basically. The governor had already given the rundown as far as what the situation is, but it'd be nice to get some details about what you guys were saying. At least that's what the conversation you guys had was. So you guys started heading northeast towards Espa. This is the northeast road that you took from the northern gate of Kailwood. And instead of going towards Silent Falls, you guys went to, you took the road leading to Espa. Now you know it is a 2 weeks journey, and you guys have basically been traveling along this plain filled with tall grass and stuff. You guys came
For
across-
a day.
yeah, for a day.
Halfway through the Flint
Well,
Hills.
you
20
traveled-
sessions later.
So you traveled until nighttime, you slept, and you traveled again. So it's like morning-ish.
Mhm.
On the second day of your trip here. So after
So we got up and we fought like early morning, fought these guys, and it's still morning now post fight.
Yeah.
you're getting. I mean, yeah, it's still morning. The fight didn't take
That long.
seriously.
The fight
long.
took like 30 seconds.
But it does take you. It takes you more time to recover from the fight than actually fight.
Right. Right. I was just wanting to make sure I had my long rest and short rest in order.
Okay.
Wait,
So, as of right now, you guys haven't rested. It's just
Right.
Yeah.
That's
you
what I
guys
was
yeah.
wanting to make sure.
standing
Yep.
with a wagon further back along the road, and then with you guys kind of spread out among this area, and the broken down wagon in the middle of the road. There are a total of 6 bodies laying about, and you guys have looted. I think I gave you the gold count already.
Yeah, we got the
like,
gold because we got.
silver.
Yeah.
No, we got 10 gold from it.
10 gold, and then did I give you guys an
4
item?
short swords and 2 crossbows.
Oh, I sure did give you guys an item.
DM did not specify if they were light or heavy crossbows, though.
They are light,
Dang.
Dang.
but they're not like pristine. They're definitely seen better days as far as these equipment goes. Let's see. Other than that,
What's that one movie with Jonah Hill where they're like arms dealers in the Middle East?
Guns and ammo.
Yeah, let's be those guys.
Kinds of That's
Good.
great. Always wanted to be a gun dealer.
Okay, so standing among the freshly destroyed enemies of what you imagine just to be some common robbers or land pirates. You guys,
They probably were land pirates.
you guys are
Did any of the bodies have eye patches?
take a moment to.
I would like to
You guys take
investigate.
a moment to gather yourself,
Peg legs.
and
Hurts.
yeah, so you guys can take over from there.
Well, we should probably get this wagon off the road.
Isn't the wagon already off the road? It's like tilted off?
Well, it's kind of in the middle.
It's still in the middle. You guys weren't able to lift it.
It's full of rocks.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Um,
Is there a way we can go around it?
yeah. Isn't it like a field? We can just go around.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we, like, move it so other people can get around it with their wagons?
It's a good point,
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like
Yeah,
me.
we'll do that.
No.
We'll do that.
And then get caught in
can't
another
do it.
fight.
See, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we'll band together to shovel the rocks out, then move the wagon.
Okay.
We'll
I
do
will
it.
make you roll for it. Just the fact that you can slowly take out some of the rocks, and then it'll be easy to move. But you guys.
Should we cover the bodies with the rocks before we dump this cart out?
We should
Yeah.
tie the
Wait,
bodies.
while they were moving the rocks in the cart, could I have went and dug like a shallow grave for all the bodies and buried
all of
them?
them.
Jeez, we don't have
What's
like
up?
all day,
Jeez,
dude.
just dump
Yeah.
them in the river.
Yeah, long that thing's.
Just dump them in the river.
It takes forever to dig holes, man.
So you're digging 6 shallow graves.
Let's just throw them in this creek.
Yeah, the creek is fine. It's
No, you
just
can't
just-
pollute. Can't
No,
pollute
It's a
the water.
really
you don't.
little creek. It's not like it's
Nobody lives out here.
We're not
This is
gonna
nutrient for the
ruin the
ground.
water supply. We're
What?
gonna let's just. It's better to leave them just in the air, let the birds get them.
Can we
Yeah,
just burn them?
yeah. You
I
know
have
what?
a
Let's just
torch.
burn 'em.
Well, I'm acceptable with the Paya.
Can we pull 2 wagons with our horses? Is that an option?
Depends if we can get that horse to pull.
No.
It's a broken down wagon.
The dog.
Sure,
Yeah.
it's broken. Good point, Murtag. Good point.
That is true.
Alright, so sounds like we clear off the rocks and the bodies and then
Yeah,
move the
we-
wagon off the road.
Can we'll just throw the bodies in the wagon and just burn the wagon
Yeah,
Can
that
we,
sounds good.
since it's
Can we-
busted.
I would like to light the torch that burns it.
Hold on, before we could we dismantle and take some of the wheels that are good? That way we can have extra parts for our wagon.
Where are we gonna put the wheels in the wagon?
I don't know.
Oh,
Wagon wheels are very large.
So no, what you do is you like put it at the back. I like think in the future. You just like bolt it to the back.
Oh,
It looks super cool.
you don't want to do it on the bottom. That's just horrible to
Nope,
get at.
nope.
You know, it's just so hard to.
You
Yeah.
gotta have like a little thing to
I
undo
want to
it.
take off one of the wheels
Okay.
and put it in our wagon. And does it match our wheels?
Probably not.
Roll a
These
check.
What?
These are 5 on 100 bolt pattern.
The air pressure is completely different.
It's a 5.
It's a 5. You kind of take a look at the wheel and you're that's about the same size as ours. And you kind of go to remove it and you tug on it, but you're not really sure where to start. How would you like to take off the wheel?
I mean, do I see anything holding it back?
Yeah, the wagon is holding the wheel back.
Oh gosh.
While he's deciding this, can I make a check to see if Murtag lights this cart on fire? Is it gonna burn the forest down there right next to him?
It's just grass, dude.
Yes,
grass never ever
it's
burns.
just long grass. It's kind
Says
of
the
slowly
person from
turning fall,
Kansas.
but it's not like dead grass yet, so it won't necessarily like start.
Totally safe.
What do you guys do out there in Kansas land?
Yeah, pretty much it just burns even
Like,
if it's green.
it's not going to be like a field burning or anything like that.
Oh, it still burns.
All right.
Push it on the side.
I pour a little bit of oil from my oil flask and start lighting it on fire.
Hold up,
as Kevin
Murtag,
points
Murtag.
over.
Whatever Kevin's name is, is still messing with the wheels.
Norcool.
So
I'm trying to
as
steal the wheels off this thing.
He's putting a time limit on it.
It's not really gonna like burn the whole thing all at once. Like
So as Murtag's like pouring some oil over the cart,
Oh my
With the bodies in it.
this Norcool is over. He rolled a 19 on his strength check. He decides to go ahead and flip the wagon over.
jeez,
And without the rocks, it does flip over pretty easily.
it's like flipping the
Now, as
warthog
he's
over.
flipping,
All the bodies flop out.
as he's flipping the wagon, I'm assuming you guys didn't put the. Did you guys put the bodies in the wagon?
We were
Yeah,
gonna
to burn it.
use it as a pyre.
Yes.
So he pushes the wagon over. The bodies just one by one kind of flop on top of each other next to it.
So
And at the same time, you hear two cracks, not from the end that you picked up, but from the other side.
Yeah.
And as you flip it over, you realize both the wheels on the other side had broken.
Okay.
Well, now I gotta start this whole fire process over again.
I grab one of the wheels and lift it off.
With your roll, you're trying to lift it up, but the whole wagon's coming with it.
Is there?
This flint is not working good. Does anybody have like a fire spell?
I'm regathering the bodies and now rearranging them on the upside down cart.
I go on top and look at what's holding it back.
So you're getting on top of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just on the side, yeah.
With your
Maybe if I
intelligence
had
roll,
some
you
more
still
twigs.
have no idea
I'll get
how
some more
this thing's
twigs.
attached to it.
I'm getting pushed by it and I'm just yanking at it.
There's no trees nearby.
Can I just
No,
walk,
cool.
walk
Get-
off and just keep an eye for other people coming down the road?
Sure, that's fine.
No, cool. Back.
Go ahead and
back
roll a
away from
perception
the,
check.
The wagon. We're trying to burn it. We don't need the wheel.
And as Solaris is telling Norcool this, Norcool has gotten like at a low squat position, and he yanks, and he ends up breaking the wheel in half.
See, you're just playing with things you don't understand.
I look
I rolled
at
an 18
it. I look at the two wheels and I just
18.
for
Perception.
not wanting to be a part of this.
Okay.
I throw the thing into the tent.
18 perception. Got it. For the most part, you don't see anyone coming from either direction. even standing on top of your own wagon.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll walk away in frustration.
So, given some time, you're able to light this wagon. If you wish to.
Does
nice.
anyone have
Yeah,
like,
I definitely
Sacred.
wished. I want to light it on fire.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I'll say a prayer for the burning bodies.
gotcha.
No.
So so Norkel is able to start a fire. It starts out pretty small, but he's able to, given his time spent with Maurice out in the woods, he learned how to start a fire and basically tend to one, and then he was able to basically, as soon as it catches, the whole thing like goes up, and probably based on some treatment they did to the wood, it starts burning black as he's burning this wagon.
Well, this should not probably attract anybody's attention. We're probably safe here.
You also kind of smell like meat as well.
Rotting,
Ugh.
burning corpse. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out.
I think it's time to go, boys.
Yeah, I'm running back to the cart.
Yep. I'm
You
gonna
know-
hop down the cart.
People might start to expect the person with the ballista in the back to have, killed all these people.
Let's get out of here.
So as you guys kind of
Doggy, doggy.
load back on the wagon and get on your respective mounts,
Our high horses.
Solaris says a quick prayer, closing his eyes, and then kind of turns away from the bodies, leaving a pile of burning and smoldering ember / ash being released into the air. This is now, after everything's said and done, you're probably entering into noontime. Now, since you guys are traveling, I will allow, I think I said this before last time, but I will allow that you guys can take turns in doing a long rest while you travel. You really only need one person attentive to the jockey seat, and then the other people can rest, take their long rest if they need to. Now, Murtag, you won't get your long rest until you actually get onto the wagon.
That's fine.
So, however you guys would like to do that.
So we didn't rest last night, or we did?
Well, we did, but we started the day out with
We
a fight.
fought this morning. We started this day out.
Oh yeah.
I'll take a
With a
long
fight.
rest.
I think I'm still pretty much okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty good too.
I'd like to go to sleep first if I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a rest.
Solaris,
Yeah, that's
Stud,
not
and
bad.
Norco had volunteered to rest first.
So it's just me and Bruin.
So
Yeah.
the rest of them, although I wouldn't say you guys have to fall completely asleep, but you guys are very unaware of what's happening around you, just because of
You're
either
resting.
the pain you're feeling or just trying to gather your thoughts and stuff. But let's see. Bruin is on the jockey seat, managing the horses, guiding them along, keeping them on the path. And the horses are able to do it too. They're not going to just strode off into the woods. I mean the grassland. And Murtag closely, kind of to the side of the wagon, traveling on top of Wego.
Doggy dog.
Which you might be able to speak telepathically to, from what the spell says.
Yeah, but
Oh, here we go.
Only Thud is able to speak telepathically.
Okay, never mind. So,
I think the dog understands common, you said, right?
Yeah.
It can't
Yeah, I
speak
think
it,
so.
but it understands common.
okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I have I've got a special connection with my animal.
Gotcha.
You just don't understand.
Hey Solaris, could you just heal me a little bit before you go to sleep? Like,
Of course. Come here.
just like a little bit.
Place my hand on his shoulder and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him. I'll just level 1.
Oh man, this is
12
great.
points back.
Oh jeez.
That's a lot. Wait.
Okay.
Wow, I feel really good now. Like really good. Oh, thanks,
I can do
dude.
that one more time for anyone else that's hurt before I rest.
Pretty good.
I'm probably already asleep at this point. That was a tough fight.
Alright.
Alrighty, I will just start to rest then.
I'm asleep.
Thanks, Lars. You're the
You're
best.
welcome. I know.
As you guys are traveling along, Thud and Norcol definitely kind of just like pass out with one leg hanging off the side of the wagon and stuff like that.
They're all like packed in this wagon.
We're
Sleeping in the
cramping.
15th passenger.
Since you guys don't have like a tarp over the top of this wagon, you guys do get a little sunburn.
Oh,
It's just,
no.
just straight sun for miles.
Why did we not get the tarp?
Solaris, are you falling asleep? Just
Uh,
resting?
Do I have to go to sleep to get the full rest, or do you say I
No,
can
you
just
can
kind of relax?
like kind of in a meditative state.
I'll do meditative.
Mm.
Okay. I'd like the two of you to roll perception checks.
Me
Okay.
included.
Wait, me? Yeah,
Yeah.
I should be in
Perception.
on.
Ooh.
You get nature.
I did nature?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 18.
I can't see what mine is. Oh, nice. 10.
10.
Yeah.
Solaris, your camera's out.
Arm?
Yeah.
I see a lot of rainbow.
Looks fine on my end.
Oh, really?
Hey,
Like
let's.
it's moving?
It's just looking really weird. Could you leave, call, and come back in real quick?
Sure, okay.
Wow, that looks weird. Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, guys, I lost the
Alright, that's
center.
better.
On that
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
What was yours, Noah?
10.
10. Okay. For the most part, it's just clear roads ahead for you guys. You don't. You would imagine that there would be a lot more travelers that you meet, but for the most part, it's like kind of clear for most of the afternoon. At some point, I'm guessing you guys do eat.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like gonna be like snacking on a little jerky, you know?
Man, this
Find
stuff
some
is so expensive.
sunflowers. Yeah, find like some sunflowers and like shake the little seeds out and then like eat them out of my hoodie pocket.
Yeah, I mean,
Narcool, don't you have the Outlander feat as well?
Yes, I do.
So
But
with two people with Outlander, do we have to worry about food in this area if we're able, according to the feat, we're able to get food if it's available in the area?
if it does come to that point, it shouldn't be a problem. But both of you are asleep, so it wouldn't matter.
you guys hunting while your
That's
guys
true.
are
That's
asleep or
true.
something?
We're definitely asleep right now. Alright.
We'll both
Also,
knock out.
whenever I wake up, I can just make us food and water.
Okay. Well,
That's
before that,
man.
if
Can
you
you
guys,
make ribs?
do you guys want to switch out resting?
I'm fine
Is there a plan
for
for
the day.
Yeah, I mean, once I've got my reset back, I'll
Same
take
here.
over for anyone else that wants to sleep,
Yeah, I can trade.
Dude.
or
If
if
you
none of
guys
us
are-
need to.
If you
I
guys are
don't think
good,
anybody can ride the Mastiff, so unless you
I'll-
make it worse.
If they get a long rest in, then I can rest them.
yeah.
do a long
Well, I just
rest.
need to know how much I can fast forward based on what you guys are planning to do.
I'm planning on just staying on the dog. I'm ready.
Yeah. I'm just gonna switch off with them when they've gotten a full rest.
You can
Right
take that
deal.
spot.
Okay.
I'll take over for Bruin so you can sleep.
Okay. So, you guys are in the middle of day 2 on your trip to Espa, in the 2-week trip that you're taking. For the most part, you guys do come across some travelers here and there. They're just from neighboring towns and little villages. Nothing of importance per se. You're able to kind of make small talk. For the most part, you guys are traveling in a very a good pace, and you're not being hindered. Weather's nice, but you guys get through the day okay. You guys get your full rest. I would say if you guys are doing a rotation, you guys can get your full rest, no problem.
Okay.
Everybody on that end.
Okay.
That's like full health and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Spell slots if that's your thing.
Now, just going into nighttime. Let's see. I can fast forward a couple of days actually, and during that time, if you guys, is there anything you guys would like to discuss, talk about?
During those evenings, is there ever a time Solaris and I are like
All
keeping
that time.
together?
I am just watching Solaris the whole time.
Standing guard.
No, there are.
Anytime Solaris and
just
I
kidding.
might be there, just like this little halfling's just like in between us.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
There are times during the night where you guys
Sleep.
have. Yeah, I mean, some you guys can choose. You can choose to stay up longer, or even go off to take a whiz somewhere in the woods. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Whoa,
wow.
I'm not-
Whoa.
But you do find some alone time.
Hold it for him.
Specifically.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it for him.
Hey, what's going on here? I just
Oh,
roll
yeah.
over and don't pay attention.
It's called. Never mind. That was about to be a bad joke. Oh man.
But yeah, no, I mean, you guys.
We'll say
you're
you and I
able to
do a
find
watch
time.
one night.
Yeah. Can we do this since not everyone can leave the room? We don't have. Can we do this at the end of the session then?
Oh,
Or
interesting.
everyone
You
else
are
can deafen
You're
themselves.
keeping this on the DLDL.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh man.
Loser.
I would.
I mean, that's perfectly fine with me if you guys are okay with it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's,
Unless we could do it now if everyone else deafens themselves and Kevin leaves the room.
I would probably just listen.
I don't 100% remember my backstory right now, so.
We'll just
That's
we'll come
the
back
real
to this point as a flashback. All right.
That's what I wanted.
Okay.
okay.
Alright.
So continue on. You kind of notice like Thud and Solaris are a little chummy with each other. But that's
Oh,
just a passing thought. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Healer Bros.
Alright.
Now, as you're traveling, you get through basically the rest of day 2, no problem. You've taken your rest, and you get through. On like day 3, you start noting some change in the landscape. As you kind of journey northeast, the land to the northwest from what your direction seems to raise from like plains to hills to eventually mountains. As the land just rises higher and higher. The once clear skies become obscured with cloud covers, and you can just see the mountain just disappear into the clouds. And the path that you're on also goes from dirt to kind of like a rough paved stonework type deal. The road does get wider as well, like enough to fit, 3 wagons side by side.
are we like in the woods at this time, kind of, or what is it like?
It's just mountains to kind of your left, and then to the right it's just plains.
Okay.
So you're not really covered with. This area is not like it's not woody or anything like that. Woody.
Like, once we get into the woods, I would like to like spend a night and just try to hunt something. I don't know. Try to go hunting for something unique.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Like, yeah, I'm like willing to stay out all night to try to
I'll join you
I don't know.
on that one.
Oh,
try to kill something.
This is a
Just make him kill
prerequisite.
something.
Yeah.
Kill something interesting. I like hunting an interesting animal. 12.
Oh,
12.
I just want to go hunt.
From travelers that you speak with, or you overhear conversations and stuff, the direction that you're going, it's a fairly clear road that runs until the next major village, but between here and there, it's mostly just like grasslands and discount mountainscapes. Now, if you do walk further into the mountains, then you do see patches of like forestry and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I'll just wait until we get. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do we
I'm
ever
just
go
letting
past?
you know kind of the landscape here.
All right.
Do we ever go past the merchant or something? Like
Traveling merchants?
Yeah, I'm looking for someone, and it's not. I'm not trying to find a future like animal companion. I'm just looking for someone who sells small animals, like a rabbit or something.
Or ferret.
Or ferret.
We could probably go hunts for some rabbit.
I'd go ahead and
Well,
roll
a
an
live
investigation
one.
check as well.
rabbits, dude.
I want a live one.
Tame those.
Yeah, roll an investigation check for me.
Okay. Even if I'm just, I guess.
I think I could
let's see.
trap one because I have a trapping tool.
Yeah, I just want a live one. Is the thing. Oh, I did not do well. I got a 6.
6.
Just-
I mean, as far as like people that you come across, you do notice some merchants of small wares and stuff like that. Not so much live animals in the sense, but I mean like pelts and stuff like that for more general use. It's more hindering for merchants to have live animals and stuff. So you don't see a lot of that, if any. And it's hard for you to decide which person to stop for to ask about it either. It's just your role. Sorry.
I asked Broom, does it need? You say you need a live rabbit.
I like to test this magical bag we have. See if something can come out alive. You know what I mean?
Okay. I could probably go hunt for one.
You could just
Make it
jump in
stop.
there, try it out.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I'll can I help? I'll help Kevin if he's trying to trap something.
Yeah.
Since I-
I'm gonna go capture a rabbit.
Let's say it's the afternoon of day 3 on your trip, and you guys kind of take a rest stop right before it gets dark, so you guys can set up camp and whatnot. Go ahead and roll a
Does a hunting trap do anything for me?
nature check with.
That's like a
advantage.
bear trap. You're gonna cut a rabbit in half with that thing.
Survival check.
We got one!
Oh, alive!
With
Oh,
advantage.
my bad.
Dang, I was hoping for survival.
By the way, this whole time, like Murtag has been draft dodging the staying up and doing watches.
With a 14, you're able to discern that this is the grasslands. You should be able to find rabbits. Now, you have to figure out how to catch one. So,
Yeah.
you head out to where you would imagine rabbits are. And you're still helping Murtag, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I like
go ahead and roll
point
a
out.
perception check with advantage.
Perception. Sweet.
You want to look for a place where there's like a little trail and then
18.
like a branch.
So the both of you are kind of like, this grass is probably about waist deep to you, and Murtag is like, you just see grass being pushed aside as he's like moving about, and you guys are kind of out in the middle of this grass field, and then you hear the sound.
I'll tell Murtag, shh, get down, quiet, stay still.
You
scared
yell
boy.
this. Dude, what do you think they're gonna see me?
I slowly approach. Look, in which direction do I know? Where the rabbit or
Ooh.
the sound?
Probably like a I don't know, 10 feet to the left and in front of you.
Can I like sneak away from Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Roll a stealth check, please.
Oh jeez, 8.
Oh no. That's
need a
not
big
Natural
one.
1.
Okay, you can roll a stealth as well.
Is stealth?
Uh,
22.
22. Okay.
So I wouldn't see where Kevin is, right?
So,
But I would think I'm
so
hidden.
he starts like stalking down, getting lower and lower, and he kind of disappears. So much so that like as he like goes in, he was parting the grass at first. Now you can't even tell that the grass is parting for Norqual. But you, who stepped to the side in order to kind of get away from Norqual, you realize you just got lost. Like you can't hear anybody besides your own breathing in the grass that you're kind of moving about. Now you're probably about 5 feet away, but because of his stealth roll and
can't
the
see
rabbit's
him.
perception check,
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
you hear it with your perception check. You hear it starts bolting.
So it's about what, 5 away from me?
Uh-huh.
I am going to.
Kevin could
Do I
probably run it
see
down.
Do I see it?
Oh,
No, you don't. It's
Wait,
just
yeah,
tall grass.
Murtag?
You're 5 feet away. Still.
I would like to. Wait, Kevin can go first.
I'm bolting after it, like
Okay.
Good old rabbit chase.
with the dash action.
Okay.
I would like to transform into a cat. And then
Oh my gosh! And do I see this? With
please,
my
I'm
perception?
stealth, okay?
Roll a
I have
perception
an
check
8
again.
stealth.
And I guess you can roll another stealth check.
Oh boy. Hopefully it's better.
I got 10.
18.
No!
Oh, got him.
You are so like
Focused.
focused on this one thing in front of you. You want to like do a nice thing for Bruin. So you start bolting after this thing. As well.
Boy, sure, we just accidentally
And-
killed Cat Murtag.
And Murtag
This is dangerous.
like kind of making sure the noise around him like basically changes, like anamorph, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Just like
Oh my gosh.
and he basically like before, this face becomes distorted a little bit and first is growing out from his nose,
Yeah.
and then he gets on all fours.
I would like to
Triple dash.
action like run and then action dash and then bonus action dash
Okay.
and then feel on agility to double that.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Jeez.
So it should be 120 feet.
You see a
Just trying to catch up to
blur.
whatever.
In 6 seconds.
Boom.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I mean, yeah. I'd probably just move first and not
Okay.
use all your movement.
Oh, because I don't know where it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, you still have to grab it.
You're kind of lost, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Because
Yeah,
I mean, you could run around in circles around it if you want.
Let's just take off running.
All right, so you both make towards where this you hear this scurrying of this little animal in front of you through this grassland. I'd say probably the rest of you can see like these trails of grass being like pushed around as you're looking across the plain. You guys get really close, like basically on top of it. I want you, if you guys are trying to grab it, roll a dexterity check.
Just turn to
I
Solaris.
thought it would be easy for me to.
Roll.
What are the
I thought I was
odds?
gonna try to trap one.
Because I have
21.
Advantage.
What did you say, Todd?
What are the odds you think it's a knoll instead?
Well, the grass is moving pretty big sections,
17.
so
Dex.
I guess we'll
He's
find
in
out
Dex.
once we hear a scream.
21.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so you, being a wood elf, like at some point you're like, forget this. So you start, like you're running so fast. You basically are running on top of the grass at this point. And so like just before you
Grass
get to
walk.
it, you get higher than kind of the level, like more and more of you is showing through the grass, and then you see it where it kind of like splits open, the grass splits open for a second, then you jump towards it. As you're reaching for it with both hands out, you see another animal go across, pick it up with his mouth, and bolts like across your vision with your feline agility.
Yeah. I just try to run as far away as I can.
You reach and you like, I'm pretty sure I would have had it, but
Out of frustration. So I know the general direction of where the cat is.
Oh boy. He's gonna like try to shoot.
Okay.
Shoot me with an arrow.
Well, time to roll a new character.
Oh boy. No.
roll a perception check first.
Okay. That would be 23.
And Noah, you can roll a stealth check.
To hide. Oh man, better be good. 27, natural 20.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
What?
You gotta be kidding me.
I watched it every 10.
Oh my god.
This guy.
So you being quite the adept hunter you are, you see this flash of an animal. You can at least tell that it's a four-legged animal of the feline type, okay? And you see it disappear into the grass to your left. But as soon as you kind of stop on the ground, just kind of that one little tumble and noise that's caused by that, you lost it almost immediately. You lost it as soon as you saw it too. And this thing, Murtag kind of disappears with a live rabbit in his mouth.
Once I'm hidden, I want to transform back into a human, and then kind of sit still and stay hidden.
Okay, that's fine.
And then after a little bit, I'll try to sneak back to Bruin.
Okay.
Oh man.
You're welcome to walk back first.
Yeah, I'm walking back.
So Norkel shows up back to the campsite, covered in a little bit of dirt.
I explained to what happened.
He explains he was pretty sure he had this thing. I mean, basically in his hand, and something else took it from him.
It's alright, Norkel. We all fail sometimes.
Should we go hunt this thing that stole it from you? Should we go out and get it?
I couldn't find it.
And Murtag, you can interject yourself anytime you want during this conversation.
I just walk up holding a rabbit, it's squeaking really loud. I think rabbits squeak when they're freaked out.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at the rabbit intently, John.
And then I was
I see-
hey,
Wow,
I think I got it.
Murtag. Wow, Murtag, that was fantastic. You did well.
Kevin Oracle went one way, and he wasn't even going for the rabbit. So I went the other way and just found one.
Do I notice anything different on the rabbit?
Impressive, let's say.
It's the
Like
same
fireworks
rabbit.
on it.
I would say because the grass is so thick, you never were able to see it, but you definitely heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Here you go.
All right.
dude. I don't know why you want this, but
Thank you. All right.
Kevin, Narcool, where'd you go? I didn't see you.
I don't know. I think you just disappeared.
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Okay, good job on finding the rabbit.
All right.
At least we got it. That's all that matters.
Well, thank you for your efforts, everyone.
Thank you for your efforts.
Welcome.
Thud, is there any way I can see that magical bag right now?
Thud will take the backpack. Like you're talking the bag of holding.
Yeah, the bag of holding.
Are you trying to put a rabbit in my bag of holding?
Whoa, buddy, don't get too.
Well, it's our bag of holding.
Yeah. Let's use our pronouns carefully.
I'll slowly
we're
and
banned.
cautiously like slide it down and hand it, but like not let go of it yet.
Okay,
Why do you want to put a rabbit in our bag of holding?
I want to see if living things can continue living in there or come out all right.
Deal. I'll open it up, like backpack wide open.
We're gonna do this scientifically. All right,
Okay.
we're gonna take the
I
rabbit.
have a question. Ruin. Are you just going to set it in there and then pull it right back out? Or are you
Already
going to set it in there for a
halfway
time?
John,
No,
in my head, I'm looking at Bruin from behind, and he's like
Yeah.
putting this bag like this, right? I'm just like flashing back on the stairs when I just kicked him down, and I'm just like,
It's not that big of a bag.
Oh man. No, we're gonna start off with 5 seconds of rabbit in the bag, and then we're gonna pull out, and then we're just do like 10 seconds, and like
it's a pretty
15
fast
and-
rabbit. Are you sure you're gonna be able to grab it? We don't
I
know
ju-
how
I mean-
big the room
I don't
is.
think this bag works like that, Noko. I think you just imagine the rabbit and it becomes grasped in your hand.
yeah, I think it like appears in your hand,
Oh,
so
okay.
like
Okay. Never
you
used
know.
that before.
Something one way to
Well,
find
I'll
out.
show him. I'll be like short sword, and I'll just like plunge my hand and like rip it back up.
Short sword. And another short sword.
See, it's great. I'll just like stuff it all back in.
starts pulling out a bunch of handkerchiefs.
We don't actually have any handkerchiefs. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
No,
he's coming
no,
out
I'm
with
just
nothing.
joking.
All right, so what do you do, Bruin, with
Okay,
this
so that,
squirming rabbit in your hand?
so I'm just grabbing it by the scruff of its neck, you know, kind of like a wolf grabs like a cub or something like
Mhm.
that, and I'm just gonna like drop it in there for, you know, like just 5 seconds, and then I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna wait for 5 seconds.
So you take the rabbit, you lower it, and this rabbit is like, you can see the fear in its eyes.
Oh,
As it's going down, it's like trying to like grab a hold of the lip of the thing, but you push him down through it.
I would like to draw my bow and just have it ready.
Okay.
You're definitely not getting
For some
any-
reason, Murtag gets his bow ready. You let go and you kind of like retract your hand, like, and you kind of look at everyone. And it's like about, you count 5 seconds, and this is the longest 5 seconds you've ever counted. And you reach in, you imagine grabbing a hold of the rabbit, and sure enough,
Yeah.
your hands feel the fur, and you take a hold of it and you pull it out,
It is dead.
still squirming.
okay. Give it a little.
I think we could do it for much longer. Why don't we put
10
it
seconds?
Okay.
for 5
Ten-
minutes?
yeah, I'm just
How
gonna
about
go
an
in
hour?
increments. I don't know how long a rabbit can hold its breath. Is there? I mean, do you?
What's its
Because,
I mean, at least for a minute.
Let's do a minute. Let's try a minute.
Let's
do a
just
minute.
do that while we're
30
traveling.
seconds.
Wait, I have
30
a question.
seconds 1st.
When
30
we sat
seconds.
down with the bag and like we like identified it, didn't we figure out like what it does?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Don't we know like the little stat sheet of like the card?
This is what
No,
you
we
do
just
know.
did detect magic. We didn't. That's identify.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
what
I
you
thought
know.
we had figured out the whole thing with like you have to imagine what you want out of the bag to pull it out of the bag.
Yeah, unless I would agree with John in the sense that unless you identified it, I
don't know the
really know the
specifics
specifics about it. But just the fact that you guys are testing out this magical item is rather entertaining.
I look at. Oh, so are we just like out in the middle of the road, just like doing this and waiting, or are we in the
I
car
mean, we can-
moving?
No,
We're in
this
the
is
car
out
moving.
This is the campsite. This is
Yeah.
nighttime.
Oh,
it's
we're
nighttime.
camping.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was
Okay.
day.
Who has
I-
the highest intelligence among us?
Probably me.
No,
Yeah,
I'm 13.
I'm 13.
That explains why we're experimenting with the
I
bag.
have a 14.
Okay, 14.
Okay. It's like, I'm 10.
Yeah, he's
so
the one that pulls out a bow.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this thing if it runs away.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
so-
didn't.
So do you drop it back in there?
Yeah, I'm only doing 30 seconds though.
Okay.
Only 30. One
So-
Espa,
so you
two
redo
Espa,
the thing.
three Espa.
I would say roll. You know what?
What?
Actually, still, just like the first
They don't have
reaction, this
Mississippi.
animal is kind of like squirming about, and you kind of shove him back in the bag. You can hear the squeak, 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 the squeaking sound, and then it just like dead silent as soon as you let go.
Okay.
And then 30 seconds passes, you pull him out, still squirming.
Okay.
I say we leave him in there for like 2 minutes.
Let's just.
Does he look out of breath when they pull him
I'm
out?
going hunting again.
Roll a insight check.
Oh boy.
Not perception
John, I'm gonna go hunt for some small game for food.
or investigation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I-
roll.
Roll
He's DM. He's DM.
survival.
Yeah,
Insight.
he is. He is.
Insight.
Yeah, I agree.
Natural one.
Fine, fine.
Oh,
Just give me a
goodness.
second.
Doesn't matter.
It didn't matter at all.
Doesn't matter.
Oh wait.
Okay, so all you know is that this animal isn't like getting any less restless.
Yeah.
So
Seems fine to me.
as you're like sticking this animal back inside the bag and out of the bag.
I'm giving it I'm giving it a minute break. You know, just in case.
This
Like
could be just like torture. We could be like literally torturing this thing.
petting it a little, and then it probably hates that, and then I'm doing it.
Okay, well for the
And-
sake of story, we can do this all night.
I know.
How long are you willing to go?
Until it
I
dies.
think
As long as it takes.
Whatever.
Whatever.
In minute increments up till like 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
So one, and then
so over the course of like, I don't know, what is it? Math, 20 minutes. Every time you pull it out, it still doesn't like going in there. And it's still alive.
okay.
Just leave it
After
overnight.
20 minutes, it's still alive.
No,
No,
like he's
no.
taking out.
After
In
it was
increments.
5 minutes. Yeah.
After 5 minutes, it's still alive.
I don't think a rabbit can breathe that long.
Yeah,
so-
isn't it the number of minutes equal to your Constitution modifier?
No,
it just says 10 minutes. For
the
per
bag works
creature.
differently.
Oh.
You don't have
so-
to hold your breath. There's just air in the dimension that lasts. But
So,
we don't know that.
That's what I
But you guys don't
Right,
know that.
yeah.
All you know is that
Okay.
this animal can survive in the bag.
What to God?
Yeah, let's just leave it in all night. See what happens.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 10 divided by number of creatures. Cool.
You know.
Leave Murtag in the bag all night. See what happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Guys, I
That
found
would
this
be really
cat.
funny. It's just like how a character dies.
Guys,
A bag of holding death.
guys, you never
Well, this
know
turned dark.
when you never know when you'll need a live rabbit as a distraction. It could come in useful.
I agree. Put it in the bag. We'll pull it out when we need it.
Will it chew a hole in the bag?
What?
So
What?
as you guys are discussing the ins and outs of this bag, Norkel decides to go and look for some food. He is able to do it pretty easily. He found some. He actually brings back 2 more rabbits, and then also some water.
Up to 5 minutes.
Oh,
I started the
Nice.
campfire. Let's
Oh,
start.
good job, dude.
Okay.
I was like, I look at the rest like, Bruin, didn't you say you're a cook?
what?
Who's the cook here?
Oh, yeah. I can handle that.
Yeah, here you go.
Absolutely.
Drop 2 rabbit,
Okay.
and then I pull out some berries.
Can I see your character sheet? Okay.
So,
So with that,
Yeah.
do you put that rabbit back in the bag?
yes, I do. But that's more metagaming than.
Okay. So you just you
But-
you basically knowing that you can this animal staying alive no matter how many times you put it in there. You just kind of put it in there and kind of leave it.
Alright.
Now during this time you go and make some food, right? Prepare some food
yes.
for your
Yes.
evening meal before a good night's rest.
Okay.
Unless you guys have something else you wanted to do. But go ahead and roll a
Cook.
there's no
I-
cooking skill here.
I
Then it
will.
would be survival,
I
right?
can.
Do a series. Do like an intelligence check to know how to prepare it, and then a dexterity check for execution.
Animal
But do I
handling
get
to skin
I like it.
proficiency?
Animal handling to skin it.
Do,
Animal handling is for live animals.
do,
Oh.
do a survival and then do a survival and then do a
Yeah, dexterity.
intelligence. Yeah. I don't want to
Okay, do
get
I-
too involved in this.
Do I have proficiency in it since I have proficiency with the cooking utensils?
Yes.
So
This guy has like the most random.
Like, last session, we are in a fight. This session, we played with rabbits.
I just want to point out that while everyone's like watching Bruin cook this, Solaris has already snapped his fingers and there's 45 pounds of food sitting out already prepared, and he's been eating that and drinking the water from it the entire time.
Wait, do I see this?
Perfect.
Did
I mean,
see-
yeah, I've been doing it for the past 3 days every time we go to sleep.
oh shoot, I've been marking off my rations.
It's like,
but-
come on, it's like prepared fresh meat.
yeah. All right. First one is for survival.
This is more entertaining too,
Ooh.
Solaris. Like, come on.
19.
Oh no, I'm having a great time watching.
19.
Okay.
19 for survival.
Can you pass me that popcorn?
Cool.
And then, what was the other one?
Intelligence.
Oh, okay. So, that is.
Is this like the Great British Baking Show where we're like watching him and like evaluate? It's like, man, it really looks like he might have a little bit too much salt on that.
It looks like his roux burning.
Oh no,
That's why you
that's-
want to boil the water on top of boiling
that's
water.
a 6. That's a 6
Okay.
for intelligence.
Trying to temper chocolate.
You haven't cooked with rabbit as much as you would like to. You haven't cooked with rabbit a whole lot. Instead of doing the normal safe way of like stewing the animal,
Oh goodness.
you ended up doing kind of a grill, right? You cook the animal with like perfect precision, knowing exactly where to make your incisions and stuff like that. And you skin the animal, and then you basically stick a stick through the thing, and you start cooking it. But you forget to salt it, or season it
he
or
was gonna
something.
forget.
You get a good char out of it, and it does have a very gamey taste, but definitely edible.
All right, boys, dig in. Also, Solaris, do you have?
It's like Thud's over there eating like off of like Solaris. It's like with a plate. It's like bad. New to this.
Yes, Bruin.
Never mind. Yeah, me and
I would like to taste
Murtag
it.
got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have some.
All right. Just stick to your
I mean,
own food again.
to be fair, Bruin, this all, while it nourishes you, it doesn't really taste all that great. It's kind of like porridge, So I'm sure the blackened taste of the chickens or the rabbit is very delicious.
Mm.
Nice role play. Not
Yeah.
knowing the difference between a chicken and a rabbit.
I've heard they taste the same, actually. And there's not much difference in them.
A lot of people think that there is. It's had a
It's a
lot.
subtle difference.
It's the faint taste of the types of grasses they eat.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insight check.
You guys are welcome to roll it.
He's lying through his teeth.
Well, with that said, you guys have a very enjoyable meal. You guys had some laughs. You did some experimenting, and continue to experiment as the night goes on. Murtag enjoyed some of your food as he's the one that caught it, and I'm not sorry, Norcol.
Yeah.
Let's see, you guys all basically lay down to rest with full stomachs for a while, and it's been a while since you guys basically had like a whole day of just traveling and doing nothing, without any wounds involved and stuff like that.
It's amazing not to be stabbed or shot at every day.
Yeah, you guys want to go fight something? I want to go fight something.
I've had my fill for the next 2 days.
So
Does anybody want to ride this dog? I kind of would like to turn on the little carriage. I just want to lay in the sun and do nothing, really.
I mean,
Why
you don't
not?
have to ride the Mastiff. You can just lay in the cart, and the Mastiff can just run alongside us.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. I'll just. It's been good knowing you, little buddy.
So, find Steed actually lasts 10 minutes.
I will kill you soon.
Last
I think
minute.
that's an important detail that was overlooked.
I think it lasts
Oh, no.
a long time. I think the casting
And
time is
the-
10 minutes.
Yeah, the casting time is that
Sorry, yeah,
because it lasts until you just miss it.
let me
Or it
Or-
dies.
double check this. My notes aren't quite as clear. It says it's instantaneous, but anyways, I'll get back with you.
Okay. So, actually, nothing happens that night. I'm just gonna go and do that. We can prevent ourselves from rolling. But you guys wake up, more well rested than you've ever been, despite the hard ground, or the back of the wagon, or wherever you chose to lay your head for the night. But you guys get up. It's still fairly, it's, just before the sun rises. It's quite chilly, but it makes you shiver a little bit. It's like that. It's kind of like you want to get up to go pee, but it's too cold, kind of thing.
So you just go in your bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of just roll over and just
You gotta lay on your back. Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
as you guys get kind of get camped back up together, you guys pack up the wagon and start heading in the direction of Espa again. Let's see. Now, as
And
you
can I
kind of-
say, no mind.
Go ahead.
I just want to, while we're traveling, I just want to keep my eyes out for anything that looks interesting
That's
as we're
interesting.
going. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Can I aid him in looking for neat things?
Roll a separate perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Sure.
Just gonna pound my chest. I'm gonna go to you. Look to you.
8. Yeah.
18.
Does Stud say that he's looking for interesting things? Because I want to like point out like trees and stuff. Like, oh,
That's
look at that
fair.
tree. Hey, dude. I mean, like that tree, like how it grows. It's just interesting.
To continue like the Thud Murtag relationship, Thud's like, oh, huh, because Thud still thinks he's a little kid. Like,
Yeah.
he's right.
For sure.
What? Wow, that one's green.
So the trees around this area is still pretty sparse. But you do find the occasional tree. They're kind of at a distance though. Now, with your 8, you're basically you're trying to look for something that's actually interesting while entertaining Murtag with his idea of interesting.
Totally fair.
Now, Solaris is basically at this point like he sees kind of the mountainscape that this kind of levels off into the plains before him as far as he can see. As you guys probably travel to closer to like you get past noon. Let's just say you guys still had some food from the night before.
Whenever I cast that create food or water, it makes enough food for 24 hours. So I've been casting it at night. So that way it gives us dinner, breakfast, lunch, and then I cast it again.
Okay, yeah. So
That's
you
just
guys
what I'm doing.
You guys
Just like a
have your
froth.
meal on the road. Yeah,
Basically.
for real.
Okay.
You guys have your meal on the road as you're traveling on this thing. You're probably hitting about more like mid-afternoon at this point. And Solaris, what you see, like you were kind of just glancing across the area, and you see a very unusual dark line that runs from kind of the cloud line down the mountain and then kind of disappear into the land in front of you.
It's like a solid object, or it looks like it's moving?
It's motionless, but you can see this dark line that runs through the side of this mountain range.
Do you all know what that ominous looking black line is? It goes from the skyline to the ground?
Yeah. Like
So
it runs
it go-
along the side, and it's based on how far you are away from where you see it.
It's gotta be huge.
You have to imagine that it's like just a massive, whatever it is, it's massive.
So it's, I just want to try and make sure I understand it. It's against a mountain, right? The mountain's in the background,
Mm-hmm.
and this black line is in the foreground, and it's going above where I can see the mountain is.
Well, it's just running along the surface of the mountain.
Okay.
Does that make
Just
sense?
sloping down.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I point that out to everyone. Does anyone know what that might be? Do I know what it might be?
What it might be.
Yeah.
Man,
Roll
I don't know.
roll a intelligence check, and if anybody gets above a 17, let me know.
Oh boy.
Oh. Intelligence, my best modifier.
Oh boy.
18.
Nice.
Well, an 18 on the dice.
Tell it.
Plus 0.
That's a 1.
You're so
13.
bad at these random ability checks.
A 15.
What'd you get, Murtag?
13.
I think only
Norcal got a 2.
Solaris got it. So the only one who asked
Solaris,
the question.
as soon as you mentioned to the other group, you thought about it for a second, and the more you look at it, like the more you imagine how big that you're able to see the definitive line at this distance, you're like almost eagerly excited to see what it looks like up close. And it seems that the path that you're taking will eventually get to that point so that you are able to see it up close.
Okay.
But what you kind of realize, it's not so much on top of the mountain, running on top of the mountain, but it runs into the mountain.
Oh, is it a canyon?
Maybe.
That's what it appears to be at this point.
Okay.
What?
Do you guys want
think
to
we may have to-
explore?
I think
I
we
would
may
like-
have to pass through the mountain to get to the other side. I think it's on our
Today
way
was-
to Espa.
The Grand Canyon.
Norcal has no idea what's going on. I rolled a perception check for you, intelligence check for you.
Oh, I knew what was going on.
It was a 2. You rolled a 2.
Oh, I just woke up from a nap.
So, after about 30 to about 45 minutes passed, you guys get up close to it. And what you see before you, where that line starts from, it's like almost directly left of you. It runs down the mountain and across the path you're going. And what you see is like a great chasm. And what seems to be like just miles and miles long. And let's see. Now, as far as you can see, it runs from above the kind of the mountain, or the cloud top, and then to the far right into the plains. And really, it's like almost, it looks like once you kind of get up close to the edge, you can see that it just dropped and it's just black underneath. You can probably see several hundred feet of lit areas that's along the lip of this chasm, but anything below that is just like pitch black. And it's incredibly wide based on where you guys are standing. You can just tell that, you know, whatever this is very, it's almost kind of gives you an eerie sensation looking at it. But
So we have to cross an open, like, chasm?
But as impressive as this is, what you see that's even more impressive, where the road kind of goes straight into the chasm. This is like a paved road now. You see there's a bridge that connects this side to the other side. And you can only imagine this bridge is just like several miles long.
I think we're going to have to turn around, you guys.
Nope.
Can I make a
Does it
prediction?
look like a rickety bridge, or does it look like a sturdy, like, stone bridge?
Paved, right?
You may roll a perception check.
Can I make a prediction that this bridge will be destroyed
20.
by us sometime in the future?
Yeah.
As long as this bridge is, you do realize that it's also just as wide as the road you're on now.
Okay.
Now, being that wide, it does seem like it's being that long, it seems like it's impossible for it to be sturdy, but it doesn't seem to be like swaying at all.
Could I look at the ground to see if there's any other tracks, like wheel tracks, that's gone through here?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ground.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Can I get a sense of like how long the chasm's been here? Like, is this a fresh chasm?
Uh,
No.
roll
History.
a
Perception check.
nature check.
I mean, not that this matters, because we all know how this is gonna roll. Yeah,
I got 7.
that's
A 7. Okay.
It's just like,
You can't really tell from the paved road.
oh, it's paved. I didn't realize it's paved.
What'd you get?
I got a 3.
3.
I
I don't even know. I was like, why do I even bother? We know.
You're not even. You're. That's not really the question you're asking yourself right now, whether or not this has been here long enough. You're just amazed that this is even here in the first place.
I didn't realize it's paved. Okay.
I keep driving along. If I'm in the, I don't know if I'm the one driving the cart, but if I am, I just keep going into it. Into the
Okay.
bridge.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Can I grab a rock
you sure can.
before we get? I want
You
to bring a
find
rock
You
with
find
me.
the rock. What size rock?
Like a hand,
Hand size.
Just, yeah.
You
Not-
maybe nothing that big, but you are able to find a handful of rocks. How about that?
That'll be perfect. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you got little hands, so like a handful of rocks is like 3 rocks for you.
3 rocks. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, so as Bruin still continues to drive the cart towards this bridge, the immediate, kind of like probably 50 feet or so out, the road kind of dips down, like it's going into the chasm, but a very steady slope. It's not like real like deep or steep, but it's real steady, and it kind of almost makes a canyon type deal, like walls kind of rising on both sides. And as you get closer, it does level out, and what you see in front of you is like this very intricately designed entrance for this bridge. It's got arches on the side, but it's like very well set stonework that goes up, and you can see through it to the other side since there's still daylight. But you can see this almost like the bridge that kind of comes to a point, like when you do perspective drawings. I'm sure everybody's done that in art class sometime.
Yeah.
So, and you basically can run it straight through. Is that what you guys do?
Yeah. Looking for threats while we're doing it. I guess. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look for a troll.
Go ahead and roll a perception check, Bruin.
What is he looking for?
Just threats.
Guidance.
Since it's such a narrow way.
When we get to the middle of the bridge, I want to throw some rocks off the side.
Oh my gosh.
Would you roll?
A 10.
A 10? Okay. 10 perception.
I was
Is that
supposed to
with
throw.
guidance?
Oh. No. Wait, did you cast
I
guidance?
cast guidance on you.
Okay,
Yeah, I
then
did.
let me roll. D4. 4. So 14.
Nice. Okay. So as you're entering this area, basically coming under the arch, it's still really well lit. I mean, there's like a shadowy part that has the overhang over it. But as you get further in, what you do kind of notice is a plaque that's hanging just to the wall of this kind of covering. Okay, you guys keep going.
Can we read it?
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I read
there's
it.
a plaque there. You take notice of it. It's up to you if you want to look at it.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. So on this plaque, it says in big bold common writing. It says the King's Bridge. And then underneath it, it has a quote. It says, "Matter not the depth of our scars, nor the fears we had. Onward, onward. we will move onward. And it's signed General Copernicus.
Copernicus.
Sounds familiar.
Bruin does a little military salute or whatever he does. Yeah, like
Armor.
yeah.
Bruin's like going extra fast. Now he's like, yeah, onward.
Oh,
So at this point, if you guys continue to move forward, about 100 feet in, the stonework actually becomes like it kind of ends to almost like a V, like this, and it doesn't go any further. But where the stonework ends, this mesh-like pattern extends to the other side, and it's very, very like tightly woven, but you can see through it, and it's very
What?
there is, if you look at it, and generally you can kind of see like a pattern of it weaving in and out from one another, but it's just like threads that kind of interwoven, and it just stretches across, and it's pretty amazing because at this point of the bridge, it's like 3 to 5 carts wide, and if you can imagine, it's just like your cart, this massive bridge with, I mean, that's like forever long, with mesh that extends from one side to the other.
Oh, I can't
Can we?
throw rocks
So
on
the does the mesh is what it replaces the ground that we're on?
Yeah, this mesh like anchors
gosh.
into the stonework.
Oh.
Bruin,
And it becomes
So-
the rest of the bridge.
Bruin
So
isn't slowed. He isn't.
So
Bruin doesn't
do you
slow
slow
down.
down before
Hold
the
on.
mesh?
Yeah.
No,
Bruin, hold-
Bruin doesn't slow him down until someone else tells him to.
Bruin,
I'm
we should
thinking in my
probably
head, onward,
stop to
onward
see
to
if
our
it'll
death.
support the weight of the cart. We should probably check out the bridge before we commit to it.
You put the rabbit on the bridge.
10 feet,
This is the King's Bridge.
9 feet,
What?
8 feet,
We should really stop,
Alright,
Bruin,
7
'cause,
feet.
you know,
Throw
I
the
don't- 'cause this is-
rabbit.
All right,
to save us.
Onward, onward.
5 feet,
I'll slow it down really slow,
4
but I'm
feet.
still going.
I jump off the cart and I run ahead and I step
I
on
look
it.
Solaris jumps off 3 feet.
I'm looking at Thud. It's like,
I'm running to where the mesh is. I step on it. What does it feel like?
You okay? So the horse is about like 2 feet from this
I
mesh,
tell Bruin just stop.
and he hasn't stopped yet.
Bruin, stop.
We could just tell the dog, hey, tell the dog to run out there.
All right,
All right, so
Bruin
Solaris,
still hasn't stopped yet.
nope.
I haven't stopped. No.
Solaris like runs up and gets like a foot on it, right? Like basically some toes on it, because he's not willing to commit a whole step into it. Now at this point he puts a toe there and like just kind of like tries to dig in his toes to see if this mesh thing will hold, and all of a sudden like 2 horses pass Solaris clopping along, and although the sound of the hooves change, it still sounds pretty solid, and it goes through, and there's like no change in elevation. It just stays perfectly straight on this path. Now go ahead and roll investigation check, Jordan.
I'm just looking at this like, he's gotta be magical.
Jordan is frozen.
This has gotta be
Yeah, he
magical.
looks.
Jordan, leave call and come back.
Kick him out.
Everybody say perfectly still.
Guys, the internet froze.
Oh man, but
So what, did I miss anything?
Oh,
He's back.
There he
No,
is.
not
Oh,
It was empty.
hey roommate.
You can't hear him.
Dude, that dude's jacked.
Dude,
See his
his
arm?
arm?
Big arm, man. Wow.
That a big boy.
Big.
Wow. Get him in the campaign.
Oh man.
Dang.
Damien.
Yeah, tell him to flex those guns.
They all just saw your arm reach into the frame, and they went, "Holy shit, that's a huge arm." He just said it's small.
It's like,
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It
How
just-
much
just-
did you hear?
I heard that the horses are going out on it, and it seems stable, but that's all I heard.
and they all died. You forgot that.
Yeah,
See,
new
I mean-
character.
So basically, there wasn't any change from when they were on this paved stonework versus while they're on the bridge. I said go ahead and roll investigation check.
It's gotta be magic.
Okay, can I also ritually cast Detect Magic to see if it's magical?
Ritually?
Actually, screw it. I'll just cast it.
Okay.
We'll have all day, man.
As we
Yeah.
sit here for 10 minutes holding up
I just do it instantly.
Jesus.
And investigation, you said?
Yeah.
Ooh, garbage 2.
Okay.
That's my kind of roll.
There is no magic whatsoever detected as far as in your vicinity, including the stonework and the weird mesh-like
The
material. With the 2, you have no idea how what you're standing on is supporting the weight of the wagon and stuff like that.
Guys, I don't think we should cross this. I think we should double back and see if there's anywhere else we could go.
I started picking up speed a little more.
Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's
Well,
go.
From Bruin's perspective, like I think from backstory, I don't know if you agreed with it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's been to Espa before, and
Oh, I didn't
like
see that part.
Oh,
Okay.
so
because
he's new to this
I
area.
I don't know. It's up to you because you told me to do some details, and then I
I haven't.
like-
I guess I didn't read it since I asked you to do that.
yeah.
But you,
Wow.
let's say you have been to Espa, but never taken this road before.
Okay, then that's fair.
We're in the carriage. Do I see the end of the bridge from where we're at?
You can see the end of the bridge,
And-
but it's
How far
very.
is
It's
that?
like a speck.
Oh, God.
So if that's the case, we see the other horses that went around us when we stopped
Uh-huh.
on the bridge, right?
Uh-huh.
And they didn't fall through, didn't get pulled over the side by monsters.
Yeah. No, there's none of that.
All right,
happening.
yeah, let's go.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, we're going.
Okay.
I didn't realize
yeah.
you can have.
I mean, on your travel here, some people have mentioned the bridge, but I guess they're more used to it since you guys never, the group of you haven't really traveled this way before. Now, as far as like the people that passed you guys seem to be okay. I mean, if they weren't okay, you wouldn't know anyway. So.
I'm gonna metagame and make the bet John will not kill the entire party. On the bridge.
well, actually, Jordan's
That
not
was your
with us
first
right
mistake.
now, so he can't kill the entire.
So
Yeah.
So you
I'm going.
now
That's sketchy.
I mean, you're gonna be spending a considerable amount of time traveling this road, and I will just like basically it seems to be very highly skilled woven metal wiring that's gone through this thing, and it's stretched so tight that even at this distance it almost feels like a solid piece of bridge. But you can see through it, the wind blows through it like nothing. There might be some engineering design in that to keep it from catching like whatever.
Like how we're arrows.
But if you look down, all you see is like pure blackness. Now, by the time you get to the middle of the bridge, it is dark.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck this, dude. Ugh.
Dumb bridge.
We're
Hey,
still on
Jordan.
the bridge.
Solaris, cast light on my sword.
I look at Bruin. Can we move faster?
Yeah, I go a little faster.
I just
Well,
hold my sword up that has light on it.
Have I noticed the bridge swaying while we're moving at his?
Roll a perception check.
Oh man. What is this trash roll 10?
It's like one of those feelings that you kind of think it's swing, but you're kind of not sure. So Murtag's sword is lit while you guys are traveling on this road. It is very dark.
Like Murtag is
You
really
do
enjoying
see
like,
the moonlight
cardio.
shimmering off the metal wiring of this bridge, so it's not like you can't see where you're going.
I can get on the turret.
But it does feel very surreal in the sense that almost in every direction you look, it's just black.
I get on the turret.
Okay.
Just get ready.
Now once you get on the turret, it does give you a sense of unease because you're already higher than ground level. Now you're even higher on a swivel point, so it's just
Yeah.
Can I kind of swerve the horses a little?
Now we will die.
We're definitely dying after this.
roll an animal handling check with advantage.
Advantage.
With advantage. I'm not like trying to like go all out crazy, but oh shoot, I
Great.
got two 14s.
2 14s?
Yeah.
Fine.
Do we lose control of the horses and plummet to our death?
He like sways a little bit, but he's not like taking jagged movements. It's just like you guys all notice that he's like, oh, he's swaying from the path. But he quickly corrects himself and he keeps going.
Oh, good.
Now, right when it hits like sundown, you notice that there are like no travelers on this bridge. In fact, it hasn't. In fact, like even an hour or two before sundown, like you haven't seen any travelers coming from the other direction.
At sundown, can I offer to drive in place of Bruin
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Sure.
on the grounds that you silly humans can't see in the dark?
Well,
That's
do we
fair.
just want to just sleep?
On the
In the middle
bridge?
of the
That's
bridge.
brutal.
No, I'm
This
okay.
is-
You said
Keep on going.
the bridge is pretty wide, right? You said?
Yeah, it's pretty wide, but
It's pretty
it'd
wide.
be really cold. You know, the metal bridge in the middle of a canyon. It'd be so.
Where are we gonna
cold.
keep the
I
horse?
mean, how close are we to the end of it? Is it still like a far ways off?
You're about halfway right now.
We're still.
We're only a mile and a half in.
Keep going.
I said
Yeah.
we keep going.
How long did it take us to get to this point of the bridge?
Probably about another hour or so.
Oh,
Ish,
okay.
hour-ish.
Alright.
Yeah, I said keep going.
Okay.
I'm on high alert.
You are?
Yep. I'm just looking around my
I'm
surroundings.
freaked out.
I know.
I got the sword.
So as far left as you can see like kind of the mountainside being, lit by the moonlight. But then you see this this gash almost on the mountainside that runs up to your
It's a good
left.
thing I can see it.
And then to your right, you just see this,
ravine.
yeah, pretty much that disappears into a point.
Good thing I can see at night.
So, wasn't the bridge like a couple miles long?
Yeah, a couple miles long. I would say,
So, if we're halfway and we have an hour left, that's a pretty slow pace, isn't it?
yeah.
Can we like shift this thing into high gear? Like,
Sure.
if it's taking us an hour and we're only halfway there, isn't that
Yeah,
like
I
a
said let's
really
go.
slow trot? Can't we go at like a normal pace and be done in like
Couple minutes.
5 minutes, 10 minutes?
I mean, you can't go a whole
I'm just trying to think of like how fast a cart moves, unless it's like
Well-
we get the sense this bridge is rickety if we go too fast.
Well, your horses are a little scared.
Are pulling
too.
a lot of weight too.
because we're all on there.
I mean, if you guys wanted to pick up the speed, you can probably drop it down to about 30 minutes.
I just wanted to make sure the cart was like based on what you're doing. You're saying my metagaming math is that we are moving at a good pace.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're moving at a good pace, that's fine.
No, I meant you have started on it. I would say based on, I mean, the horses pulling you guys across this mesh, bridge, and then basically his animal handling check. You guys are able to, carefully trot along this bridge. If you guys wanted to pick up, I would say I would allow it in the sense that you've been traveling on it for a while already, so you're gaining the confidence that this bridge is stable. It's not gonna just break. So if you do pick up the speed, it'll probably take you another 30 minutes to be done with it.
All right.
So
Yeah.
is that what you
Let's
guys want
do
to do?
Just
Sure.
do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Onward and
Lars is
upward.
white knuckling the side
John,
of the
don't do this.
I am 100% sure. Let's go.
All right. So you guys, the sun's down. It is pitch black. All you see is moonlight gleaming across, the outline of this bridge. A lot of you have
Night vision.
congregationally have decided we're done with this. Let's get going.
Over this bridge.
So, you guys pick up speed with the horses. Now, as you're going, about 5 minutes after you decide to pick up your speed, your guys probably a little bit past the halfway point. You see in the distance 2 lanterns
In front of us?
in front of you coming your way, and they're kind of bouncing up and down. And they're getting brighter and brighter. They're real dim at first, but they keep getting brighter and brighter as they move closer to you.
Do we see people with night vision? Can we see what the figures, or are they still too far?
Night vision? You mean dark
I mean,
vision?
dark vision.
Nice.
Dark vision.
If you're trying to look for it, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah. I want to see what's going on. Oh, yes. 19.
All you can tell is that they are, it's an artificial light that's coming towards you.
Does it look like my sword?
I relate to them. To what I see.
They're more like lanterns.
Okay.
I mean, I guess everybody sees the lantern, so there's no point in relaying.
Well, no, you see the lantern, but
Oh.
you're relaying, so it doesn't matter.
I will keep the wagon on the side of the road that is customary for that country. That's the correct side of the road.
This is
The
America. It appears, based on trajectory and calculation, it appears that whatever's coming at you is on the left side of you. So you
So I
kind
will
of go to the
stick
right
to
a
the
little
right.
bit. As it gets closer, you with the 19 roll, you start hearing steps. Not steps, they're more like pounding across this bridge. They don't sound like hooves. They don't
Can I
sound like
yell for
horses
someone to
pulling.
get on the gun?
Yeah, I'm already on the gun. I'm pointing
Okay.
that thing at them.
Okay.
And I'm telling we probably need to slow down a little bit.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I'll get prepped out with shields and war pick nearby at the very least.
Okay. Is everybody on roll 20 right now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
He's just
Yeah.
messing with us.
We're on roll 20.
With that said, whatever this is coming towards you guys, and you're not familiar with the sound, and it could be the fact that this is a bridge that you've never been on before, especially of this design. It seems to be something four-legged based on the pattern of the what's going on. Now, as it gets closer, I think dark vision is 60 feet, right?
Yep. 60 feet is dim light.
Okay. And with the help of the lanterns, you can kind of make out what's pulling this thing, and it's large. It's a big beast. I wouldn't say it doesn't look like a horse, that's for sure.
Elephant.
So it's pulling this cart with lanterns hooked onto the 2 front end and the 2 back end. And these lanterns are glowing with the red tint. But it's just kind of swaying back and forth, bobbling along as it comes toward you guys.
Dark vision is dim light within 60 feet. You see as if it were bright light, and pure darkness is dim light.
Okay. So as it gets about 60 feet, you can kind of make out the shape of this whatever's pulling this wagon, and it's covered in fur, and it's got big shoulders going across the front.
Merchant.
And big hind legs. In fact, the hind legs are almost higher than its front shoulders. And in front of it, it's just completely covered in fur from head to tail. And the width of it is the width of both your horses side by side.
Do I get a sense like those glowing lights were its eyes?
No. The glowing lights are definitely higher than him.
They're definitely lanterns. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like an
Very
ox?
well.
Is it an ox?
It is what you guys know. Can tell. It kind of has the shape of a bear.
Bruh.
What the heck?
Now it gets basically about 30 feet. It stops in the middle of the bridge. And
Do it. Well,
we
is
will
it
take a break
blocking
there.
a path?
We're gonna take a break because I need to go pee.
Oh
You
boy.
do that.
We need to get off this bridge.
I cut the bridge.
Bridge of
Fireball on the bridge.
two. Oh man.
Dude, so are any of you guys Minecrafters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
I just learned about this thing called 2B2T.
Oh yeah.
What does that mean?
It's a server where like a bunch of crazy stuff happened.
Nope.
It's basically has like its own world history.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know,
It doesn't even look like a Minecraft server anymore. It just looks like gray blocks.
oh really?
Yeah, it looks like desolation.
Oh, I didn't know that. I have a friend who's really into Minecraft, or he was really into Minecraft in high school or stuff. He made like hundreds of dollars off it.
Yeah.
Jordan, I still haven't got the world map yet.
Okay.
I'll ask John.
It's known as the world's worst Minecraft server. There are no rules, no staff, and no chat filters.
They're it's like the secret bases they have made.
Yeah, it looks like there's
like
some pretty cool stuff people have made on here.
Yes.
like actual ancient
I'm assuming
ruins.
it's too big of a file to send over email.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I can send it to you.
It's pretty crazy.
I can put it in Dropbox too.
The spawn location is just
Do a Google
like
Drive. You can-
stone everywhere, and you have to travel like thousands of blocks away to get to anything new.
Who?
No.
No, it doesn't play Minecraft.
I used to a little bit.
He's just the thing that he's watching.
Oh, I'm a Minecraft aficionado.
Hey Michael, do you play Minecraft?
I haven't played in a while.
Do you have Java Edition?
I started in alpha, so
Oh, they don't have Java.
Wait, you don't have.
I had it before Windows bought it,
Yeah, that's Java then.
and then everything got converted to Windows.
That should still be Java.
I mean, I've played with friends that are on Xbox, and I think the Xbox runs C++. So
Nope.
Do you have a Mojang account?
yes,
Then you should be able to.
Yeah.
like I've played it. I don't know in the past year.
You want to play with me and Jordan?
Well, they have different versions, and I bought the
Pocket Edition.
not the Microsoft edition. It doesn't work.
Oh.
I would have to look up my account credentials.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. It just doesn't. I don't know. I need like structure, like goals in games. I can't just do sandbox mode forever.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like it's fun, but
Yeah.
What if your goal is to kill everybody that joins the server for like 2 months?
I'm just not a PvPer. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
me neither.
I just play RPGs pretty much. So
I'm with you. Yeah.
Oh, you should
RPGs are
play.
me.
You should play Divinity then.
is that like what's it like? One of them called like Divinity Original Sin?
Original Sin 2. Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard it's not bad.
pretty good.
I just got
Did you
back
guys
into the
see-
game, so I'm pretty busy for right now.
Well,
That's
whenever
fine.
you get the chance, let me and Jordan know. We could play 3-player.
Hold on a second.
Did you guys see that Ben Shapiro went on Logan Paul's podcast?
What,
No.
really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty funny.
They discuss anything worthwhile?
Hard to say. Hard to say.
Something ever.
Ready to roll?
Bolt.
I'm good.
Oh, we're just waiting for
John.
John.
I have my backstory prepared. I just when it's the right time. It didn't feel like the right time earlier. It didn't feel serious enough earlier.
I see.
It's got to be serious. This is a tough one.
Okay.
It's gotta be super serial.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
His family was.
Killed.
He had an orc mother and a human father.
And I killed the whole party.
John.
SKT
by the
Faker is back.
John, by the way, my backstory didn't change at all. It's just I just added the location.
Oh, I see.
Like I didn't know any of the city names until you mentioned that night. That's why he didn't see it until or that's why he didn't know about it until
Okay. Okay. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Let me pull up the stat. I mean, sorry.
Is this a bear from
For Jurassic.
Olympic series?
Okay.
Surely we're not fighting just a bear. I mean, the bear doesn't put stuff on itself.
Unless it's a druid bear.
Druid bear.
Let's kill Keela.
So,
Or trinket.
Forget.
All blood trinket.
Come on, drink.
where we last left off, you guys see an eerie-looking cart being pulled by a bear, and it stopped about 30 feet in front of you. All of you see it now. This bear is like, in addition to the red lanterns, you can see that the fur of the bear is very, how would you say it, red.
Shaggy.
It seems like a red coat of red fur, and then there's it's kind of wearing like a harness to attach the cart to his back and stuff.
How far away is the bear?
30 feet.
So anything the bear is attached to, I could assume is within 60 feet.
Yeah.
I will use a divine sense.
Okay. And have you guys slowed down?
Nope.
I'm not driving. So.
So you're
Let's
just gonna,
drive.
Said no.
Do
Scott
I
said
not-
no.
it's slowed down about 30 feet, so you're just gonna keep at your normal pace on.
Yep.
Do I see a driver?
I'm just gonna say, ho there.
Right?
You calling him a hoe?
You see,
Yes.
Damn,
you
dude.
see the attachments that go back into the car. But
Savage.
the way the cart works, it's not like the wagon that you guys have. It's very like you guys are not familiar with the design of this, let alone seeing a bear pulling this cart, rather than what you guys are accustomed to as far as horses pulling a cart. What does your divine sense do?
So within 60 feet of you, you can know the location of any celestial fiend or undead that is not behind total cover.
Okay,
You know the type of any being you sense, but not its identity.
gotcha.
You also know if a place has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. Okay, so you cast Divine Sense, and like before, whatever that your Divine Sense picks up, it kind of shows this yellow divine sparkle of energy of what may be hiding behind covers or within your range. You scan over the spare and then this cart as you guys are getting closer, and you don't sense anything.
Anticlimactic. Very well.
Very well.
The cart continues.
I just shouted at the other cart. Hello there.
Yeah. I was about to say that.
As you guys are passing it,
Right before.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
the
before we start to pass it, when I
Yeah,
saw it, I
Uh-huh.
started to shout
Yeah.
to get their attention.
okay.
Because I'm assuming it's not a bear just pulling it by himself.
So the bear is kind of hugging the far other side of the bridge, the left side of the bridge, and you guys are kind of on the right side. There's still some gap between you guys, but say about you guys kind of get to within 20 feet. You yell this, and you don't hear any response immediately. But the bear hears it and kind of like props up one ear, like that.
What, the
Hello,
does?
bear.
Okay,
Uh,
so you guys are within 10 feet now.
This
It's
is
rude
weird.
to just ignore people. Just want to say hi.
No, at this point, you guys are like directly side by side now. I mean, there's still distance between you guys.
I asked, where are you going?
Do we see anyone outside driving it?
No, I've already asked that.
Yeah. You don't see anything but a bear pulling this cart.
Maybe
You
it's
can't
like
see
a free
inside
bear.
the cart either.
I asked, are you from the capital? Also, are you coming from the capital?
Okay. So you guys are just passing now. I'm not sure how fast you can squeeze in all this conversation.
I just
You're trying to
imagine
go
it's like,
normal
hey,
pace.
shoo.
Hello, are you from the capital?
It's like yelling at a cart as it disappears from the darkness.
So,
All right. Just
You
ignores
see-
us.
Thud, toss him the rabbit.
roll a perception check. You.
Guidance.
What?
Give you guidance.
What does that do?
You get to add a
Plus
D4.
D4.
1d4?
It's okay.
What?
Unless I can't. Then I don't.
I mean, you are passing this thing pretty quick. You guys are apparently going at a faster pace to get off this bridge.
Alright, then never mind, you don't.
Wait, does Thud toss him the rabbit though?
Did you actually want me to?
I, in character, I said, "Hey Thud, toss him the rabbit."
Yeah, if that's the case, then I guess as we're passing a rabbit out of the bag and try and chuck it inside the cart.
Wait, the rabbit's still alive, right?
No,
Do you
wait.
check if the rabbit's alive?
Did not.
We're not gonna know if it's dead.
Oh
Oh
no!
All
Not
right.
good.
Oh man, how's
I'm just gonna try. So I'm gonna try, like, almost kind of
In the
prepare it.
cart?
Like thinking of the rabbit, and like as it's coming by, and like we're kind of like coming next to it, just chuck it through.
I thought you were gonna feed it to the bear.
Man asked me to throw the rabbit at him.
That's what
Thud,
Bruin
roll an
was
animal
thinking as
handling
well.
check.
I got a 9.
Uh,
Oh, am I doing his?
Would it be animal handling?
This is animal handling for
For the
animal
horses.
handling check I didn't make you roll earlier for taking the reins.
That's fair. Come on, dice.
9
9?
without. I'm not doing his thing right.
That's a 3.
Added on to.
Oh no.
Yeah, without his. You rolled a 3?
I rolled a 3.
That rabbit's falling off the edge.
No, it's not the
No,
rabbit we have to worry
We're
about.
falling off the edge.
We're falling off the edge.
Wow.
My bad.
Okay, give me a second here.
No drunk driving.
Everybody wants to throw in their 2 seconds of fame here. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so you guys are just passing it. You're reaching in to grab a rabbit. You're throwing it. You're losing control of your horses.
Everyone, quick, share your backstories.
Flashback
Oh,
to Jordan and Solaris and
And
Thud.
I made you roll perception.
Perception.
You roll a 9. Okay. With the lantern lit, your dark vision, as you're kind of passing this this bear and its the
Carriage.
carriage or whatever, this cart, it's like a big cart, you do see something very odd that the bear does. He kind of like reaches over with his right arm over his left shoulder and undoes a strap.
Undo
It
the
does.
strap.
He just kind of rips it off and it flies off, and the thing that was attached to his left shoulder drops, the spoke from the cart, and it drops, and it's very human-like, the way it's done. And then you guys are passing it now. At this point, Thud is reaching into his bag of holding. He grabs a hold of this rabbit. Roll a.
Oh my gosh, we're dead.
Okay, so
Athletics?
roll an attack.
Do I get my strength modifier?
Yeah.
Am I proficient with rabbits?
No.
That's a 9.
Okay. You reach in. You throw it in the direction. You're not right in front of not in front of
Poor rabbit.
the
That's already dead.
what is
So.
it called? The bear. But you throw it in that direction. While you're kind of like throwing and like kind of looking back at the rabbit, you realize you're kind of, when you're kind of looking over shoulder while you're driving,
Yep.
sometimes you can steer it off the center lines. So you start going. Well, let's see which way you start going.
I'm sorry, guys.
Gosh.
Oh man.
Lucky dog.
Maybe dark vision
Alright,
wasn't so
so
bad.
instead of
after all.
turning away from the center of the bridge, you do turn into the center of the bridge.
Oh.
Almost swerving behind, like you're doing a drift. So you're looking over your shoulder, and like what you thought was going straight, you started steering the horses, almost turning to a drift. And I would say the natural reaction of your horses, they're not going to just run off the side of this bridge. They do make an abrupt stop, but your entire carriage, your wagon, does kind of get on 2 wheels at this point. And some of the things
Food?
that you had in just fall
45
across and
pounds of
skids.
food?
Yeah, there's food that goes spray across the bridge. Some goes off of it. I want all of you to roll a strength check.
Oh no!
Gosh.
Why'd you throw the rabbit?
Yeah, did the rabbit hit the carriage? That's what I need to know, John.
I blame
Was it worth the death of everyone?
I blame John Waller and Thud for this.
That is totally valid.
Please, not a natural one.
14.
Oh, no.
12.
Oh, 15.
12.
12.
14.
15.
This-
Wow, so far so good.
Oh.
So, like
When it
how
counts.
Jordan described his character earlier, you guys all white knuckle, like grip whatever you can hold onto, and like a lot of you like leave your like the seat of your, you know, just kind of up in the air while this thing is tilted about 45 degrees to one side, before just the sheer friction of the wheels stops the whole wagon from sliding anymore and just drops. Now there's stuff everywhere. You guys are like you guys held on for the most part. Nobody fell off the bridge.
When we stop, Solaris nervously throws up over the side.
Thankfully, it just goes through the mesh and it doesn't stay.
Just gets caught in the
I look back at the carriage, at the bear. You know how you said he was taking off some of the thing, and I look back like to see what it's doing.
Okay. Thud, I want you to roll a perception check at this point, and you're looking back, right? You can. It's about half covered right now, just because from your angle of this cart.
Natural 20.
Yay!
You look back, and like, you look back. You basically have 360 vision. Your adrenaline's pumping from just the little
Throwing a
mishap,
rabbit.
and you can see that everybody's okay. So you're real thankful nothing bad, terrible happened. You look back and you see the cart still there. You see some shuffling in front, and then you glance at the rabbit, like you deadlock eyes on it, and you imagine that you're just kind of perplexed that it's not moving at all.
The rabbit?
Yeah.
Now
It
we
just-
know.
It flopped over some more and just laid still. Now, it just depends on kind of like whether you believe it was the impact of you throwing the rabbit that killed it, or something else, you know.
Wow! I can just imagine the rabbit.
Did I?
You're the worst noob ever.
And then you
The
just
cart
kinda-
looked okay. You're
So
talking
within-
about our cart.
Within
Then there's the
span of
rabbit
10
on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Princess Heroes.
Did I say anything with the other cart and or bear?
So within the span of 10 seconds, this bridge is a mess where you guys are, and you do see the cart itself has tipped forward.
Our cart or their cart?
Their cart.
Their cart is tipped forward, with the wheels in the back kind of at the higher point. If that makes
Because the
any
bear
sense.
unhinged itself.
Yeah, so the bear.
Yeah.
You could assume that the bear unhinged himself.
It's time to go, boys.
So me and Dud are the only one that sees this. Solaris is throwing up.
No, you guys are within 30 feet.
Well, Solaris is busy throwing up.
Whoa.
Well,
Yeah.
Bruin doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, I don't.
that's
Does
true.
Murtag?
Yeah.
Okay.
Murtag does.
Okay, so me, Murtag, and
Doug,
Doug,
you guys,
Doug.
you see what was attached to the front of the cart. You see it rise to two legs and this shadow-like outline of him standing up, and it's higher than, almost
my
higher than the
gosh.
cart itself.
Oh boy.
But it reaches back and picks up the front and then props it on a stand.
Oh, it's a merchant. I said, are you... Hello?
I will hold the cart for 5 seconds, 1 round, and wait for a response.
I said, hello.
I can,
What are you
Wait.
doing?
Lars is like crawling out of the cart and like bracing himself against it on the outside.
I'm holding my bolt. If it's charging at us, I'm shooting it.
Yeah, if we haven't gotten a response in a round, we're getting
Okay.
out of here.
I'm
So,
like,
Yeah, my bolt does a lot of damage.
So as
Bruin
soon as
says,
it props it up, like the top of the cart kind of, it's just shy of the top of his head, and he kind of peers around to one side of his lantern, and you can see this figure now standing upright. What you thought was a bear before is more, I don't want to say humanoid in appearance, but has more of a
It's like a troll.
intelligible quality about him.
Say that again?
He's got more of a kind of a intellectual quality about him. Like he seems like he's wearing, clothes.
A little vest and a fez.
That he's got. Yeah, he's got a vest and stuff like
Got a
that.
little hat.
He's covered, and
There's
he kind of peers around the lantern and says, "Hello."
I'm like, hello? Who are you? I just hear Solar's throwing up over here.
I'll try to.
I'm not
I'll try to
throwing up
say
anymore. It's
to,
just dry heaving.
try and say to Norcool to where this bear human can't hear us that I'll leave it up to him, and just say the word if we need to run,
Got it. I do like a behind me with a thumbs up.
and then also weapons free.
also,
You don't say
I
weapons free
yell out-
unless you're actually launching the weapon.
Hey, let him.
All
I
right,
yell
so
out, hey, you can keep the rabbit for your bear because you can't see. You can't see.
Oh my god.
so he goes, "Are you guys okay?"
Yeah, we're fine. Who are you?
I don't think that's really important.
I mean, it's kind of important. You're a pretty big fella, and we're in the middle of the night, and you're on 2 legs. It's kind of pretty important right now.
Well, I
Wait.
mean, I guess I can see your perspective on this, but fear not. I'm friendly, perfectly friendly.
Excuse me. Do you have any
You guys are
Think
about
that-
like 30 feet away, so.
to soothe the stomach or nerves?
Are you a merchant by any chance?
Go ahead, Solaris.
I said, you don't happen to have anything that'll like ease your stomach, do you?
Like tum-tums.
Or like make you go to sleep while we cross like a death chasm?
I get ready to punch Dolores in the back of the
Yeah, well, I'm like, we can knock him out.
Well,
Nuts.
it's kind of hard seeing you guys, but if you guys step into the light, I can search my bags to see if I have anything to help your ailment.
I'm looking at
Cool.
Dud and I'm like,
Quick,
what's this guy?
quick, group vote.
You guys
Stay.
are just outside of like the 30 feet range of where his lights are.
Group vote,
And
group
I have
vote, get
my
together, get
sword is
together.
still alight, right?
You have your what?
I have a light on my sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still can't see
Wait,
this. I'm like,
how long does light last?
no.
It lasts
Sorry,
an
go ahead.
hour.
An hour? You started
Yes.
at the beginning of the bridge. It's over by now.
I was
Okay.
gonna say that I was gonna cast it on my ring anyway and walk up to him so that way it had light around me.
Okay.
So I was just
group
gonna
vote.
recast it anyway.
Do we go or do we not?
Solaris is walking
Yeah,
up
let's
to
go.
him.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna go. We're gonna go then. We can't
I
leave
like
him
rub my
behind.
ring and it turned into a little torch and I'm walking forward.
Okay.
I'm walking behind him.
You're getting off the expo.
Yes. I'm getting off the expo, backing my buddy up.
Okay. So the two of them walk forward. Do the rest of you follow?
I'll
just,
dismount and keep like half distance between the cart and actually I'll stay by the cart and keep an ear out for something like coming up around the bridge.
Like a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, like a dragon. Specifically
roll a
dragon.
perception check, and then
Here we go. This is
So the rest of you
far
move
away.
forward towards this towering figure.
So we're like looking up like this, right?
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
You're quite large.
I mean, he is considered large, but he's not like Minotaur large.
Oh, how sharp your
It's
teeth
impressive.
is, Grandma.
But I would probably say he's several feet taller than even Thud.
Oh,
But,
I rolled a 4.
Narkle,
goes-
don't you kill
and he digs in his
like
bag and
rare
goes-
things like this?
Oh,
This is
jeez.
a family recipe. Just have it with a glass of water, and you should be fine within a couple minutes.
oh.
Oh, thank you.
And he hands you like this vial of this unknown powdery substance.
Full trust. Unstopper it, mix it in my water container, and then just drink it.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, so are you a traveling merchant of some sort?
Sort of.
What's your name, friend? I'm Sloss. And I stick out my hand.
And he kind of accepts your hand, but as he reaches around, it like almost swallows your entire forearm.
Oh.
Is it the ring hand? Does it like go dark for a second?
Yeah.
Because
He goes, "My name is Zacharias."
Zacharias. Zarcavius? Is that you?
oh man.
You worked out.
Oh, it's not often that I see people traveling on this bridge this late at night. And you guys were going pretty fast.
Yo.
The bridge was concerning us, so we wanted to cross it as quickly as possible.
I mean, I perfectly understand that too. It's pretty scary in the middle of this bridge.
It's the first
with
time we've been on
darkness
it.
everywhere. Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the King's Bridge.
Thank you.
There's
Oh,
not
thanks.
much to look at in the middle, especially at night, but it is sturdy. It's been here for I don't know how long.
I asked him, do you travel on this bridge much?
Actually, all the time. I travel this road a lot.
From the capital?
Sometimes.
And people aren't afraid of your size in the capital?
Well, to be honest, most people make kind of a big C around me and then bolt the other way. But you guys decided to stop.
Yeah, we definitely meant to stop.
Boy, we're tagging Zach, right? I'm just thinking of the size.
The size difference.
We were like, wow, this is awesome. So we
Well,
stopped.
You know, most people do mistake me for a bear, and I suppose I'm kind of bearish, but I'm a genuine 100% bugbear.
Oh,
What is it?
What's up?
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Do I know anything about bugbears? In
Um,
my travels with the order?
you can roll an intelligence check, and if you guys
Can I whisper to Bruin?
Mhm.
Do you see the
Yeah.
rabbit anywhere?
15.
Wait. Do I see the rabbit?
Do you see the rabbit anywhere? I think
Should
it
be you.
died.
it should be near.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're looking for the rabbit, especially you, Thud, who rolled a natural 20,
You should see.
you know
Right, but
where
I
it is.
want
You've
to
known it
discuss
where
it
it's-
with
where
him.
it's
I'm
been since
pretty
it's
sure
gone.
I know, but I want him to verify my findings. A good researcher always confirms.
Yeah, 15.
15. Who else rolled to find out if they know what a bugbear is?
Oh,
I
I,
rolled it.
didn't roll, but that's fine.
I rolled
I
a
think
12.
I was discussing rabbits, so it's
Okay.
not fair for me to roll.
I rolled a 12. But
Okay.
not bad. But
Between you guys, you have a very limited understanding of what a bugbear is. Even with you, it's just they're not very frequent in this part of the world. In fact, this is the very first one you've seen in person. You're staggered by how large it is, or he is. Zacharias is.
Oh, Zacharias.
Mm.
What did you think I said?
Zachariah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of as far as you can get from that.
Alright.
Now, he goes. And I wouldn't say my kind is very friendly in these parts, anyways. But like I said, I'm friendly. There's nothing to fear, unless you get me angry. But I'm friendly most of the time.
Is he still shaking Solaris' arm?
Yeah, he's still shaking this.
Just ripped his arm off and just.
Oh, man.
Like Percy.
Oh yeah.
Whack, whack.
It's canon now.
Oh, man.
Where are you headed to?
Puny God.
Zacharias?
I am headed, let's see, I think it was called, Myersburg, but,
Ah, yes.
Oh, we just
Oh.
saved the city. It's
Yeah,
safe.
it's
Very
actually
familiar with that town.
much safer now.
were you guys
Three.
involved in that? Yeah, I heard that, the town just opened back up. I was asked to come, or go there, so I've been heading there to, if you
Collect some of the famous mead?
Yeah, like to share some of my expertise.
Oh,
Do you
so,
sell anything good?
Well, speaking of, I'd actually
magical.
want to request your assistance.
Oh, we've been here before.
Alright, alright.
What could
Well,
we help
hear
you with?
hear me out, okay? You don't have to go anywhere. We can do it right here, in fact.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
We're
this
gonna
is
get
familiar.
robbed.
This is familiar. Yeah.
Solaris starts to like unbuckle his pants.
He's like, what's this
That's
gentleman
ABS.
doing?
Are you still shaking his arm?
No.
That was. I'm kidding.
Okay.
What is
That
it?
clear.
Like I said, you don't have to go anywhere. I will, I'll pay you for it.
Don't hear that
We've
one.
heard that before.
Well,
A little more details, friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Just-
hear me out. I know it's kind of weird in the middle of a bridge, in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
and the fact that you can do it right here, right now.
I need
Okay.
one of you to be my food.
What?
Is that the
No.
request?
Norco, how can you say something so
I'm-
waste?
I'm actually a vegetarian.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh.
Oh, well, yeah.
As I mean, no offense to you, I'm sure you look delicious to some of my kind. But I'm about to open up shop, and he like kind of directs towards his points towards his little cart, and honestly, I have to be honest with you guys. It's gonna be a little weird. And you're gonna see some things you've never seen before, I'm sure.
I'm thinking in my head, do you normally
Uh,
open up shop in the middle of a bridge?
I'm just gonna unholster my Morning Star and be like, alright, well, let's see what you got.
Wow, this is a very.
Okay, so this is me being perfectly honest, okay? Don't run away yet. So I practice magic from a more distant land.
I'm looking at Solaris.
I am like all ears.
Yeah.
And
Sailor's
And-
burn.
I don't know if you know anything about this area, actually, from or the history of this land, but there's been many a battles and many a wars that's been fought, and there has been many souls that have been lost. And what I do is I, in a sense, help ease and calm the souls in the area.
Okay.
Priest.
Yeah, and a priest, like a priest.
Medium.
But with my cart, the ingredients that I have and how it's been prepared and blessed, we are able to give a night of enjoyment and food and drink to these souls. And what I would like in assistance from you guys is to help me prepare these meals for these people that should show up fairly soon.
Okay.
Okay, how we?
So you guys down? You guys down?
Wait, are we using
And
our
yeah,
food
I
or
just
your
found
food?
this.
One quick point of clarification. What are the ingredients for this food? It's
Oh,
not
it's just
our souls, is it?
No. It's just normal food. It's just been.
Oh, we got normal food.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. What
It's
if I
just.
tell?
It's been.
Art.
it's
See
been
all that on the
prepared in a
bridge?
certain
Insight
way.
check.
That's ours.
Insight check. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Like what? What do you say? The rabbit? Are y'all mentioning the rabbit as the food?
No, we don't mention the rabbit. That's we don't know what happened with that.
What's a certain food?
24.
24.
Yeah.
He seems to be pretty genuine.
I just
So
like look at the rest of the group and like kind of like do this motion to like calm down.
Like, here's the thing. I normally
That is
would be able
not
to do it
calm.
myself. It's just sometimes it's kind of fun to have some people, to participate. And since you
I
guys
am-
stopped, I mean,
We were
why
only-
not?
Thud will ask this. So what's the downside? You're offering us something fun, and you're willing to pay us.
Mhm.
What's the downside?
I don't know if there's a downside. It just
Everything
gives me,
has a downside.
It gives me a chance to spend time with other people.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
I don't get to spend time with other people very much.
I'd be more than willing to assist you, Zacharias.
And he takes your hand with both his hands. And just like, really thankful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Can you promise us something?
And he's like looking around and he like spots you. Oh, I didn't see you there.
So, when you go to Myersburg, we kind of like save the city. Can you make sure you tell everybody it was the princess's heroes? And then we'll help you.
Actually, when you go to Myersburg, say hello to Solomon for us. I think he's still there.
Solomon.
Just remember that
Wait,
name.
Myersburg, I'm thinking.
Okay.
We-
Okay.
We
sure.
do have it in with the mayor. He would really
He
know us.
he
and
likes to play
probably could help you out.
flute, maybe a little banjo or guitar.
If
Just-
I remember,
Spread the stories of us.
and I have a really good memory, if I remember, I will do what you request.
Alright. Well,
Just don't
I'm
make him
down.
mad. He might insult you with his powers.
Yes.
Okay. He sounds like a weird dude.
Yeah, he's a little weird.
All right.
I would.
Creature.
I'd like to consult Bruin on what we do here, noting his silence.
Oh, I just.
I'm not getting a
Get,
good vibe from this guy. What are you?
I
think?
take a few steps out, and I don't know. I pretend like I'm going to pick up food from the cart that fell down, and I wave them off with me, and then I say, Solaris already agreed. I think we could take them 1-on-1 or 1-on-5. Let's just see where this goes.
He grabs us and tosses over
Okay.
the bridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
go up right behind Solar, so like, I hope you know what you're doing.
When do I not know what I'm doing?
So, if you
Has
guys
anything I've ever asked us to do led us to any harm or difficulty?
Nope,
I don't
we've
think so.
never ever had to murder people because of you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Remember the
not
alleyway?
2 days.
Okay, I'll take credit for the alley, but the cart thing was not my fault. That was a group decision.
So, if you guys
Continue. Mr. Bear.
Sorry?
His name is Zachariah.
Continue then, Mr. Bear.
Okay.
He has a
Well,
name, dude.
Oh,
I'm
You
glad
shut
you
up,
guys
man.
are on the team, at least even for this one night. So,
It's gonna be awesome.
what I need some help with is to, we need a food prepper.
I'm looking at Bruin.
You
Yeah,
I'm
Bruin.
someone
holding
that
up
has
a
like really good
spatula
hands, very
and
quick,
knife.
good hand-eye coordination.
Oh, like dexterity?
Sure.
I'm
Yeah, I'll do it. Everybody volunteers for everything.
Okay. I'll choose you. The abnormally tall wood elf. All right.
You freak of nature, you.
He's like Yao Ming.
Now
I'm thinking the abnormal. I'm like, okay.
I need someone to operate a pot of hot oil. It's gonna take someone that kind of knows their, got a good sense of timing, knows their stuff.
Sounds like an intelligence thing.
I got it. I'm really smart.
Okay, I'll bring you a stool. Now, this is probably one of the more important ones.
Oh man.
I got this wok in the back. It's massive, and it needs someone that's got a little bit of girth to him to pick up, the whole thing. Toss the stuff
yeah.
around in it.
Okay,
Just
okay.
a nudge. Bruin. Forward.
I got it.
Okay.
I have my own kettle too. Should I bring that as well, or should I?
The more the merrier. If you can operate two at the same time. I only got one burner though.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Okay, next. I also need someone's got the more delicate, got the eye for things. Just a good presenter, if you will.
Charisma?
If it's
Very
charisma,
well.
we're boned. If
You
it's
look
perception,
very well
based,
dressed yourself, sir.
Thank
Wait,
you.
what is that doing?
I like your fez.
And finally,
This better be a good job.
and sorry, this is kind of the last job, but we don't really have any other jobs left. I just need someone to make sure things are cleaned. And that we can continue to rotate these plates out.
Wow.
I
Sounds
personally will.
you can-
I'm not without a job either. I have to deal with these lost souls.
It's like overcooked. It's basically what we're doing right now.
Thud, if you want, we can switch jobs. I know.
No, I bust tables in my youth.
I mean, you're a little stronger than I am.
Alright, let's go.
So, anyways, you guys
Alright,
figure it out while I
begrudgingly.
gets everything set up. So he walks behind his cart, where you can kind of see the top of his head, but he walks behind the cart. He two sides fly open, in the front where the side that's facing you, there's a kind of a little flap that flies open, and he props it up.
Oh,
So at this point, we are fully blocking this bridge.
No, he's only on one side of the bridge.
Okay, I just imagined it like a transformer in every direction. It's like, okay, we are
He's on
fully
one side of the
blocked.
bridge. There's enough room for people to operate behind it too, but there's still a good 3 cart space in front of him on your side where you guys are standing. So he's like, he basically transforms this cart into like a side stand, and he starts bringing out like tables and like different
Opening a
stations,
restaurant.
and then he kind of gives you guys the rundown as far as like what your responsibilities are, what needs to happen, and the flow. He was always very emphasizing the flow of the workplace. Says, if anything, follow the flow and you'll never do wrong.
Yeah, you won't die.
So, with that said, He goes, it's almost midnight, and that's when the show starts. So you guys ready?
Great. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Thud once again. What have I gotten into?
I go over and whisper to Thud, you know, if worst comes to worst, we can just destroy undead. Doesn't know.
Thud's mace just glows just a little bit with that divine smite. Oh, I'm ready. Been waiting for this one.
Alright,
man.
but anyways.
In Zacharias kind of whispers over to the rest of you while looking at Thud. He goes, that he seems like he's got renewed vigor. He wants to do this. And he sees this like aura of like divineness that's coming out of him. Alright, guys.
He loves this stuff.
Remember? Do everything with a smile. Now let's get the show rolling. So he starts going towards the front of this area, and he like kind of pulls out this little writing utensil and this little pad.
Oh gosh.
And you guys kind of get to your stations, and everybody's like set, and you're like ready. Everybody's kind of just like ready for like this crowd, this mass of people.
Jordan, you're muted, by the way. There you
Yeah.
go.
I was eating chips. I didn't want it to be loud.
Uh-huh.
When it feels like we're about to start, can I cast Bless on me, Noah, and Bruin?
Absolutely.
Goes
You
a
guys have to
D4
remember
on
that
our
though.
ability checks.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
They get plus?
I can only do it to 3 people.
Advantage?
Oh man.
Or a
You
plus
just
4?
get to add a D4.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? So
A D4 adding.
as you guys are preparing to, like, you're looking around eagerly to see what this mass of whatever he was describing, lost souls, if you will, to come to this cart. You guys are looking around, and it seems like you've waited at least 2 minutes. It should be midnight by now, and you don't see anything come.
Huh. Guess it's a slow night.
This
But
kind
then you
of
see.
bad.
Roll a perception check with advantage, one of you.
Oh, that was not a roll.
Oh.
Obviously, I should not be
Advantage.
rolling.
This,
So,
Someone rolling?
Perception? I'll roll.
Go
Go ahead. Yep.
I have great perception.
You got less.
19.
19.
Less.
Okay.
Oh, plus 4?
Oh, I haven't cast it yet.
Oh.
Okay. As you kind of look around, and then really the only thing that you notice that's moving is the bear. And he seems to be like nodding his head and then looking to the other side and nodding his head. And he's writing all this down. His pencil's moving and stuff like that. And he's okay. But it's still almost deathly quiet around you guys.
I'm just confused. What's going on?
Yeah, I think they're here, but, like, we can't see them.
I will use another divine sense.
Okay. So, as you're sitting there, you realize there's no dishes to be washed right now. And you're just kind of waiting for things to happen, and you're like, this is such a waste of time.
This is so dumb.
And you're just like, well, I mean, it seems like something's happening. So, and then you close your eyes, you kind of gather yourself, and you kind of concentrate. And as your eyes open, kind of that yellow divine energy like covers your eyes, and then you can see in front of you, just like all around you, just almost like obscuring your view, just different entities
Oh my gosh.
all around.
Did we ever ask him how long this is gonna be?
As you
He probably
see,
goes wide-eyed, like, but like tries to keep it. Like, doesn't
I
want,
mean,
doesn't
by
want
any
Zacharias
means-
to know that I can see all the lost souls
yeah.
or whatever we're feeding.
I mean, the last time you've seen this many things while casting Divine Sense was when you were in the Undead City. I mean, the Undead
Flashbacks.
District.
Wait, what?
When we were running through all the smoke. Okay.
Yeah. So, Zacharias comes back and goes, "Okay, guys, here's the order. I need," and he's like listing off all kinds of like vegetables and meats that needs to be prepared, like, and what needs to go in, the wok station, what needs to go in deep fryer and stuff. And he goes, "All right, prepper,
Yes.
get to working.
Bonus
Let's go,
action.
let's
Bonus
go, let's go,
action.
let's go."
I'm drinking my potion. Yes.
I need you to roll a dexterity
What is
check.
this?
Yeah, I'm drinking my potion.
There's no proficiencies in these rolls.
It's just straight dex, right? Oh, good. I get a +6.
Jeez.
I got a 19.
19.
Yeah.
As soon as he hears the go, 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 he's whipping out his, I don't know, he was given a chef knife. He goes, just twirling in his hand. He goes, chop, 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 just going through it real quick. And he's like throwing onto like this big basin, and where he's just throwing all kinds of vegetables and meats onto it. Next, I want our deep fryer to roll an intelligence check.
Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah.
Oh, natural 20.
22.
Wait.
Nice.
Oh.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Natural
I
20.
thought you were saying you rolled one as well.
No.
Okay, so you got a natural 20.
Good thing it wasn't with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Going.
All right, so you take his stuff as he's like cutting this stuff up. You're taking this stuff, you're coating in like this batter, and then recoating it, dry, wet,
I
dry,
was
wet,
meant to
and then
do
you
this.
throw it into the deep fryer, and like you're like pumped, but as soon as it goes in the deep fryer, you realize, oh, I have to wait for this.
Wait, John, are we making soul food?
God. Give him disadvantage on his roll.
Inspiration.
Okay. All right,
No
so.
pun intended.
So you're grabbing. Now it's your turn. You're grabbing stuff off the this prepared ingredients, and you're throwing into your big pan.
Okay.
I'd like you to roll a strength check with
Me?
disadvantage. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Okay.
Did you already cast Bless?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. That's 17
Man.
total with
17.
bless.
Okay.
That's with bless. A 3 of bless.
We're just rolling.
So, you're tossing this thing, and you're just keeping a constant roll. It's almost like this. Your pan is so hot. You're keeping the ingredients from staying onto the pan for just trying to keep it off for too long, so it doesn't burn. You're just tossing it back and forth, and you seem to be doing fine. Next, so all this food is getting prepared, and you're like pumping them out. Next, the plater needs to roll a charisma check.
Oh,
Wait, wow,
Nice.
we're doing so good right now.
eat.
Oh boy.
And use add modifier.
No, sorry. This is
Wait.
the plater, not the dishwasher.
Yeah, the plater.
This is Solaris.
That stings.
Okay.
All right, man. Plus D4. Okay. 19, 20 total.
What?
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
he
Baby
is
is smoking.
feeling it.
Plus a 3 on the D4, and then I get to add a +1 to my charisma.
We're rocking this, man.
Wow. Okay.
We need to
So
open up a restaurant.
you're like, okay, you're getting all this food pumped out. You're like, oh man, this seems like it goes here. And as you're done with it, it's like a work of art. Like, it's almost like too good to eat. So
I'm kind of reticent to hand it off as I make it.
yeah. So you're handing it off, and this bugbear, he is able to reach quite a ways to grab the plate, and almost he like pivots in one position. He's just like bringing him out like that,
Gosh.
and he's like, and you see the food, those that don't have divine sense. You see a plate of food go out kind of into a more unlit area, and then it disappears, and the plate comes back clean. And he
No,
hands it
man,
off
that's cool.
hands it off to Thud. Would you like him to hand it off to you or throw it to you?
Come on.
Which one I prefer? He does. I guess he can throw it if that's what he's really feeling.
Okay,
Toss
roll
it.
I'm gonna have you roll a combination check here.
Oh gosh.
I want you to roll a dexterity check and also a wisdom check.
Which one first?
Dexterity first.
8.
Okay.
Oh boy.
16.
16. All right. So, at first, you weren't expecting him to throw it, but you toss it. It hits your hand, but you kind of let it juggle a little bit. But then you grab it out of midair, and you're like, "Okay, I didn't break a plate." So you stick it into the dishwasher, and with your apparently you bust tables before when you were younger, so you're able to clean this off fairly well before you stick into the soap and clean that off, and you able to almost at the same time find the method and all the madness to soak, scrub, dry off all in one go, and you set it back onto where the station that feeds back into the cart. And you guys, I mean, with your rolls, you guys keep doing this several times. For the first 30 minutes, you guys are flying. Nothing's happening. I mean, it's just going as smooth as possible. And you're amazed at how much food is being just poured out of this cart. So
Yeah.
as you do this,
Does
it
the
is
meat
pristine. It's like you guys have done this before. What are you asking?
Does some of the meat look like pre-choice, or is it just regular? You know
Pre
I mean?
what?
Is it steak meat, or is it
Wagyu beef, or is it Kroger bottom shelf?
Is it like
steak?
a Waffle House steak, or is it like?
What we're
Japanese
asking is the
Tokyo?
rabbit still there? Is it?
As far as the meats go, it seems. I mean, to your here, roll an intelligence check.
Yeah. Post a D4.
No, it's gone.
Oh man.
Last
14.
minute.
14. It
Oh, it
seems
only
like a
lasts a
really
minute.
well cut of beef and chicken and whatever. These are not processed food. This is wild caught Atlantic salmon or something.
Organic, free range.
Bison
Yeah, for sure.
steaks. And...
I started just sneaking a bite every now and then of the good stuff.
Nice. Like raw?
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay, fine. Let's roll a sleight of hand, and then
Oh my goodness.
as you're kind of off to the side doing this, Zachariah comes back and goes, "Okay, are you guys tired yet?"
10.
Oh goodness.
10. Okay.
100 souls kill you.
How many more we got?
All right.
That was
How
bad
long
roll.
is this?
He you guys kind of, as your guys are eating, he turns towards Murtag. It's like, I mean, you can have as much as you want, but you might not feel very good later.
He has a can't talk because he has food in his mouth.
Yeah. So, all right. Okay, so we're halfway there. We just gotta just hold out for another 30 minutes, and we should be done, guys. And he goes
Alrighty.
back into the crowd, or to
Okay.
this open space that you guys see.
Oh man.
All right, so we go back to our food prepper. Please roll another dexterity check.
Can I recast Bless on
I would say you have no
Well-
time at this point, since everything's moving quickly.
Man, it's a good thing I got my potion. Oh no!
That's what you get.
Natural one.
8.
8. Okay,
I'm probably a lot slower.
so
this
you're
time.
you're feeling the fatigue. when you're fresh, you have precision cuts, right? And then you're cutting through, and you slice your hand as you're cutting. You're just like going so quickly. I want you to take
There's just
5 slashing damage.
Oh! Wait.
There's a
Wait, do I have
finger
to
in the
roll an attack roll to
carrots.
see?
There's a finger in there.
How many?
5. All right. So you're cutting, and it's like you're like, oh, blood. He's like, it's just meat. It'll all blend together.
They're just souls. They won't know.
Wait.
So you push it over.
Do I
Mr. Deep Fryer, roll intelligence check.
every once in a while I look over and look at because I noticed Murtag's
16.
been eating it.
Oh no! I stopped eating the meat when he said not to eat it.
no.
What did you roll?
16.
Okay.
Okay.
So as you're like pulling this stuff, you're like taking this meat and you're coating in batter and redoing that whole process again. You notice like some of them, like some of the meat have this like, it looks really familiar to like right after, you know, Norquil drinks a concoction, like his blood kind of boils over, like it's steaming out. And it's like, huh, you're like, whatever. Then you just kind of throw it in the thing.
It's a deep fryer. It
You're
cleans
still
it
on
all.
top of your game here.
Yeah.
Next, we'll have our Wok-Cook roll a strength check.
Okay. What was I got? Oh, natural 20.
Oh man.
This guy is amazing. He is he throws all this ingredients onto his thing, and he piles more than
It's
usual.
Gordon Ramsay.
He's tossing it real well. In fact, he's able to like bring his pan all the way upside down while catching it like this. He's getting double cook time with, you know, when it touches the top of it and when it comes back down.
Gordon Ramsay.
Next, we'll have. So this food is just being cooked and placed out. We'll have our plater put it all together.
Right.
Natural 20.
4. You went from a natural 20 to a 4.
So you have like all these plates in front of you, and you're like, you're taking this stuff, and you're like, oh man, these tongs are too slow. So you start using your hands. And it's just burning hot. I want you to take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
But you're like,
It's worth it. Art demands pain.
Why just get like a copper each for all this?
so your hand, as you're plating them, you're handing it out, and Zacharias is noticing like, huh, it's not as pretty as it was before. And he's handing out, he's bringing it back. As they're coming back in, he throws it over to our Mr. Dishwasher.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom check.
Three plus 1.
During
Hey.
the midway point, you decided that the water wasn't hot
Just
enough to
necessary.
kill the bacteria from, you know, used plates. So you light this sucker up to get the water just boiling, and you're like, okay, and it's coming in waves now. So you're like pushing the whole pile into the water, and as it goes in, one of the plates hits it just right, and with all the plates on top of hitting it just perfectly pressured, it just shoots like a wave of boiling hot water over you. Go ahead and take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh man.
Well, at least some of us stayed strong.
All right, let's calm down.
Alrighty.
I didn't do too bad.
All right. So with that said, finally, it seems as you guys are doing this back and forth, you're like, oh man, this next 30 minutes just feels like forever. And finally, the order slowed down, and you guys are able to slow down, catch your breath.
Do I see any like really fat souls? Like, what do they look like? Are they all look the same, or like?
They're almost ethereal looking,
Ethereal.
see-through to
Okay.
you. They all have the same because of your. How long does your divine sense last?
I don't know.
It's like instantaneous. You see like a
I-
blip and then it goes away.
I thought it was like
Probably sounds about right.
10 minutes.
Until the end of your next turn.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's like
Don't worry about them.
5
I should have
seconds.
asked it when I used it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay, so as the time comes in, you can see Zacharias not taking any more orders, and like everything that's out there, and then he put out chairs and tables and stuff, but they don't look like they're used. And he comes back. You guys, okay, we're done, guys. Very, very good job.
Thank you.
Whoa. That's not having a bad attitude, not mine.
Yeah, he looks over and it looks like someone's like, man, some of you look pretty rough.
I was born for this.
I was bored for this.
I don't feel so good.
That medicine.
Yeah, actually, Murtag, roll a Constitution check.
Uh-oh. Oh, my constitution is great, though. Hold on. Oh, boy. Natural 20. That's like the third one.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
20 is broken.
Okay.
21.
Refreshing.
With your history of you this is not your first go around in
Eating wild things.
like I guess your first encounter with like food that has been possibly, presented as an offering to other gods. You have done this before, and you know that it has a slight strange taste to it, but for the most part, this is the stuff you grew up to live on. So you're able to. It doesn't affect you at all, almost.
Ooh, well, it could be worse.
So with the help, with everybody involved in helping, you guys are able to get it all packed up, all the chairs, tables, all the equipment that was used cleaned, especially with the help of Thud, just mastering that water basin like a pro. And you guys get it all packed into the little cart, and he goes, "All right, guys, thank you so very much. Like I said, I want to reward you guys, so
1 copper.
so he goes, he hands each one of you 5 gold coins, gold pieces,
Oh, yeah.
and he goes, but wait, there's more.
Another 5.
He kind of like he opens one of the flaps to his the front of his cart, and he reaches like under. You don't know where he's reaching, but he grabs some stuff. He brings it to his other hand. He grabs some other stuff, and he hands you like this kind of cloth wrap sack. There's 5
Another
of them.
bag of holding.
Oh, 5.
5 of them. He hands each one of you one,
Oh.
and goes, now this, my friends, is very special food. I'm sorry I can't give you more, but this is all I have. If you consume it, it'll make you feel more sturdy than you've ever felt before.
Okay.
So basically the details as far as from a game standpoint is that he gives you guys 5 rations each, and what you can do is once per short rest, if you eat it, you get 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
So we could eat all of them and get 25?
Yeah.
No. Come on.
No, usually stat hit points don't stack on top of each other.
Yeah, temporary can't stack.
So 5 rations each.
Offering 5 hit points.
each.
That's actually pretty sweet.
That's pretty good.
That's like
How long does that last?
What?
Temporary.
Until they go away.
Till
A lot of
you
percent.
use it.
Like,
Finish day.
Or yeah, I mean until they get used or until you finish the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do a short rest or long rest, they go.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
special food.
Okay. Special food.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure to serve with you. One
Thank you
thing
very, very much.
you should probably work on your presentation a little bit, because like we couldn't see anything.
Yeah, sorry. It probably was better this way because, you know, since you can't see me very well, you guys had to get very close to me before, you guys, decide to stop.
Oh
Thank you for
no, I
stopping.
meant the ghost. Like the ghost. People might want to see the ghost.
Oh, okay. I'll try to work on that.
Also, if you're trying to recruit help in the future like you did, maybe don't present it in such an odd manner. Maybe not try and like assure them that it's an okay thing like 13 times. Maybe just say it might be a little weird and then just explain what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but, honestly, you guys are like one of the few people that actually stopped so I can talk and ask for this kind of help, but most people don't even give me the chance to even get this one. So I'm not like, I'm not
Fair.
saying it's an excuse, but you gotta kind of understand my situation here.
Yeah, it's just a helpful tip in the future for the next time you speak to someone.
Okay, well,
Constructive
Thanks.
criticism.
I ask him before he leaves. It's like, I guess you already told us that he's not from this part of the country. I ask him, do you happen to know anything about kind of like a long sword?
so he
kind
starts picking up his cart and he starts strapping it to his back, and he goes before he like bolts off. He goes, "I'll hope to see you guys again."
Remember we're the princess's heroes.
I just want that sword!
Remember
he-
us.
He starts going. You can see the red lanterns kind of bouncing as he goes,
Ignored.
and he goes further and further away.
I just got ignored.
Bro, I told you, don't metagame, man.
Can I make the horse and cart burn out when we leave?
Yeah, after you get straightened back on the bridge, roll an animal handling
Oh
check.
my god.
Excellent. Let me just make sure there's no bonuses here. 17.
Hey.
17, okay.
When it counts.
Yeah,
When
when
it counts.
so you guys get back on the wagon with your, with a little bit more money in your pockets and some rations that you guys found, were given. You guys get it packed up into the wagon, you get on your mount and also the wagon, and Thud just, does his best, rain whip. And this is like dead of night. And he does it like several times to get them to go faster on the get-go. And
Oh.
he
It's like Mario Kart.
instantly, you would think like if this was a real wheel propulsion system, yeah, you can probably spin out the wheels, but I'm not sure how it would work. Your horses don't pedal and stay in the same spot, but you immediately go, you can feel a jerk, everybody kind of leans
Oh
back.
gosh.
More food rolls out the back.
So being in a very weird environment in the middle of a abnormally long bridge under the midnight moon, you guys take off towards the other side of the bridge, and just traveling under the guidance of the moonlight, you can hear the constant sound of the hooves beating against this metal wire road, bridge. You guys take off, and we will end our session tonight there.
Yeah.
So we just open. a restaurant for this session.
We worked
Did
at
we
a
get
food
10
truck
gold or
stand.
5 gold?
We got
Five gold.
5 gold.
Okay.
You got 5 gold.
Guys, I would say this restored my faith in humanity in this world, but it's a bugbear. So.
Yeah, no, he's bad. Dude. Oh, bad guy.
We're still racist, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
We only accept the diversity in our group.
That's right.
Seems like a really sketchy worldview.
No.
I wonder why. Wonder who puts overturned carts in our way.
Oh.
Humans are assholes.
Ever since
I look
that
at my
cart
skin.
says like, I can't trust
Wait,
anything John does now. He's just one of those DMs. I just
Hey,
can't.
you guys have to understand, the enemies that I put are very, very specifically put there. It's up to the characters to dive into the background and the inner
Always
workings.
kill them.
Just
But
kill
you just-
first, ask questions
Yeah,
later.
if you just kill things,
I'm thinking about just starting shooting the bolt the next person I come across.
Just blow away a
Yes.
caravan.
and none of this would have happened if I'd thrown that rabbit.
yeah, you guys almost skipped over this whole thing.
Honestly, yeah, if we hadn't thrown that rabbit, I probably would have just pressed on through.
I mean, in hindsight, I forgot that I have Speak with Dead now. So we could have actually talked to the robbers and see if there's anything important to them, but I just feel like they were just bandits.
Oh, they were vagrant spirits.
Yeah, they're just bandits. They
They're
didn't-
just bandits.
I feel like if they were
I
important,
can't-
we had like monologue.
The
a little
beauty,
better.
the beauty of DMing is that you can always reuse a backstory.
For sure.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get some sleep.
All right,
Alright.
hey,
Oh.
thanks guys. I'm
See
sorry.
you, folks.
I knew you guys weren't gonna get to where I wanted you guys to go. I told you, Kevin.
Well, if we didn't have the bear.
You
We didn't have
think
that
was the
bread.
problem?
I don't
And
know.
also, if we didn't try to hunt down for a rabbit for an hour.
Hey, that was
science.
And
Hey.
not find out your findings.
That's what makes this our campaign great.
We make something supposed to be short super long.
We'll see you guys.
We
All right,
take
man.
rabbit
You
trip.
know,
Ugh.
peace.
Alright.
I'll let you guys be.
All right, Kevin. We'll see ya.
I just want to fight people.
That's all I want to do.
You just want to fight people.
I just want to fight people.
Unfortunately, our campaign just can't be just sessions.
All fighting.
Yeah.
Just all slaughter.
That's all I want.
That's why I'm trying to get this out of the way.
Try and get what out of the way.
Backstories.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
they're,
you're still
This is what
they're
enriches
definitely
stories.
necessary, but
Are you still wanting to have that little conversation?
yeah.
Okay.
Since only because you were asking, and then I did a really, really bad insight check.
Okay.
And I was like, you don't know what to trust.
Oh man.
That's funny.
So I can actually like narrate this, or I can just basically tell you as if this is what Thud tells you.
So
So-
do whatever you want.
I guess since we're like sitting around a campfire, kind of the firelight, you know, fire's crackling.
Yep. This
Yeah.
is flashback.
Thud'll say, I grew up in the country of Sebra, south of here.
Oh gosh.
Normally would never planned on coming this far south. When I was 14, one day my entire village was wiped out by an orc tribe. Somehow I escaped. And nowhere else to go. Went to nearest village. Found a pretty well-armed guy there.
So you guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kevin. He was visiting the brothel. something just kind of told me that he wasn't fit for what he was doing, since it's odd to see a human this far south. So I stole all his armor and weapons and ran. So
Wait,
basically,
you did this as a kid, or you did this recently?
I said 14, so half-orcs become adults when they turn 14. Thud's village gets destroyed by an orc who I've named Surge, DM.
Uh-huh.
And then basically escaped to a village to kind of like start a new life. Found a paladin there who was visiting a brothel, and a divine sense voice guided me to basically, he wasn't fit for what he was doing. Stole his armor and ran out of town and made my way north to where you guys found me at Fight Club.
Okay.
So
It's like I kind of wanted to get this out of the way, 'cause like when I first made this, like pretty funny, weird. But
So
it's
how
also
long-
like just to move along the story of like that Thud, because like I guess Thud's other part of the background is doesn't really trust anyone, any like types of people he doesn't recognize. Hence the bugbear to play there. So I wanted to get this moved along to like kind of build the cohesion within the group, but then Thud still not trust anyone outside the group.
Okay. Solaris just tells you that trust begets trust. You have to be willing to open yourself to others like we are open to you. I get the hesitation, those that you don't. That you find overtly suspicious, but we'll always be here to shine light on the truth of it.
Well, if we hadn't been in that fight where you and I almost went down, I was gonna tell you this, but I was actually. If there's a spell you can hold people, I was actually gonna cast that on you and then tell you to see if I could really trust you first. But that fight kind of proved I think I could trust you, which is why I'm telling you right now.
The fight, the brawl in the
We fought
that little bar.
that mage. No,
Oh.
I'm talking last. So I was gonna do it last session, and then it never happened because we had that fight, and it just never worked out.
Oh,
So
when you said are you and I ever you were gonna cast hold person on me?
Yeah, because I didn't trust you at that point, and I wanted to see if you trusted me. Then I was gonna decide to trust you. But then we had a fight where you and I were pretty much back to back and almost went down.
Oh yeah.
Okay. RPing wise, it kind of makes sense that like Thud would trust him now, seeing like, you know, back to back kind of brothers in arms.
Bonded through battle.
Yeah.
It's a very good thing you didn't just do that outright, because Solaris probably would have just killed you.
Well,
or tried to at least.
It would have been interesting. I wouldn't have just like done it outright, but I would have tried to frame it in the Thud doesn't know magic, so like help me understand this spell.
Let me cast it on. I would have been like, oh sure, what is it? And you just go.
So that's backstory.
Cool.
So yeah, basically,
that's
and you would. I guess I would have told you that Helm is my deity.
Helm? Yeah.
I didn't know if you. I think you failed the check to know if you actually recognized.
It's spell it for me.
Helm. It's the god of protection.
Yeah.
So Thud's whole goal is to like, with Helm, seek revenge on Surge. Is Thud's whole.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Then flashback to present.
Thud burning himself with boiling water. I was not expecting to play cooking show off.
Overcooked.
In D&D. Like I was like, this has got to be something. I was like, this is.
I was all for it.
John is dragging us on a bridge. Like I was trying to show with math. Like I know something's up here. Like why does it take us over an hour to go a mile and a half, John? And I was like, something's got to be up. Lantern appears. And I was like, all right, here we go. And then cooking show.
I was honestly, I think that he was just gonna interject that at whatever point in the night that we got to. I don't know if it was bridge bound specifically.
Yeah, I mean, it could have happened on any point of this traveling, but
Yeah.
the bridge,
It's freaking weird.
it is. I was like thinking, man, yeah. Well, but there's a point to it.
Okay.
There's a point to it, but you know, it's like one of those things where you kind of write about it and then keep in your pocket for a while. Actually, I do that with a lot of things from before. I think there are things I've thrown out. Oh, by the way, who has the amulet?
What amulet?
The amulet that was found off the mage.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't search bodies.
I would say between the nights that you've had time with it, it is a. It's called Amulet of Alert.
Ooh.
Okay.
And if you attune to it, you get a +2 to your initiative.
Nice.
Okay. Alertness. Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great. Perfect.